Uh-oh, hold on. There you go. There we go, hold on. Hold on, guys. Oh, that's... oh. There you go. Hi, everyone. Hello. Hi. Shadow, what are you doing? Shadow. Shadow, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Why are you smelling Mama's monitors all of a sudden? Anyway, hi guys. It is Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. My brain is like not working. It's not working, guys. It's not working. My brain is just not working. Shadow, what are you doing? What do you see? What do you see? Shadow. That's a big yawn. Yeah, that's a big yawn. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, no. Okay, bye. Not sure what he's doing, but... Hi, everyone. Hello, can you guys hear me okay? Am I too low? Do I need to adjust any of the audio? Hope you guys are having a good week so far. So today's just gonna be like, you know, really chill, I guess? Really chill because I'm just not really feeling very hyperactive today. So we're just gonna be doing a chill stream with chill vibes. I had to move that out of the way. Why is my mic like that? Okay. There we go. So how are you guys? Also, I forgot to let you guys know in the Discord that I changed my name back to what it originally was. So I hope the didn't screw something up. Hold on. Let me there you go. Hold on, let me real quick. I'm not sure why. Why is my Twitch chat not showing up in OBS? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Lovely. Why is it buffering? That's weird. Why is that buffering? Why is it buffering? Why is that buffering? Hold on. Okay. Let me just have that there. Okay. Because for some reason, my overlay, my stream chat overlay, hold on. Is not working. So I'm not sure why. Are you kidding me? Why does it? What is happening? What is happening? Why does it keep just buffering? Why does it just buffer? Hold on. That's weird. I don't know why it was buffering. I don't know why it was buffering. But that's okay. All right. Why? Oh no. No, it's still fine on my end. I'm not sure why it's buffering though. Everything is messing up now. Oh boy. This is great. This is great. This is great. This is just great. Why is everything buffering? Like, why is it buffering? I don't. Everything is breaking, guys. Everything is breaking. It's just breaking. It's just breaking on me. Everything is just breaking. Everything is just breaking on me. Let me see really quick. No, it seems to. Is it okay now? Is it okay? It seems to be fine now. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on. But I think it fixed it. Maybe? Hopefully? Fingers crossed. Hopefully. But yeah. So I forgot, like, I literally just did this before starting stream, but I, like, changed my name back to what it originally was. So that might have, like, screwed everything over, because I cannot see my Twitch chat in OBS. So... hold on. Oh boy. Try to see if I can fix this. Hold on. It's all scuff. Ah! It's scuff. Is it I think it's okay though, right? I haven't like really experienced any other like buffering issues, which I hope we won't have to do that anymore. So I do have another option for Twitch chat. I just can't see it in OBS right now. I'll fix it off stream though, so that is my bad. Because I completely forgot that like when you change your username, everything like fucks up in OBS. So that's my bad. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are enjoying your week so far. And it is Tuesday. I keep forgetting which day of the week because it's so slow. Like Monday through Friday feels so slow for me, but during the weekend it feels so fast. Like it feels like time went by so fast on the weekend, but so slow on the weekdays. Let me move this out of the way. So it's my my spray bottle for Shadow, just in case he misbehaves and is really naughty. Okay, so I believe all that's fixed. So we're just gonna hope that everything is just perfectly fine now. I'm going to pause that. I'm going to actually, hold on. Do this really quick. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Yeah, because I can't see my stream ad thing either, so so let me run an ad here really quick. To get that out of the way. Hi Shadow, hello. Oh, thank you for the butt in my face. Thank you so much. Oh, I love you too. Oh, thank you for kisses. Thank you for kisses. Okay, so Fossabot is working, but I'm still not sure why OBS is not. Hold on, guys. I believe it's because I changed my name and everything is just messing up now. So let me actually switch over. That really quick. Yeah, because I'm not seeing chat on on stream either, so oh boy. Are you okay? That's to be expected because I haven't been on Genshin for quite some time, so obviously it was going to log me out. Okay. Alright, so I fixed that. Let me get that rolling. And then let me fix the game category. Okay. Okay, let me switch over. This way. Ooh, you. There you go. Ooh, my little. Let me move myself down here. Okay. Alrighty. And then game capture. Boom. Should show up. Yep, there we go. Okay.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
Okay, so it should be. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. There you go. Seems to be okay now. Okay. Alright, so... let me... Is the audio okay, guys? Is the audio okay? I believe it's okay. Quests. And then... I forgot about all this that I haven't really done. That I haven't done all these story quests, but we're gonna do Cynos, so... Okay, it's okay though, it's okay though, it's okay though. I'll eventually get to them, I'll eventually get to them. It's just, you know, it takes time, you know? Oh. Right into it, huh?
Wow, the academia sure is busy during the day.
When
should we go looking for people that we know?
Glad to be back in Sumeru, actually.
Traveler, Paimon.
Cyno!
Cyno! It's been so long since we last saw you!
It has been, oh boy. It has been a long time. Well, it feels like it's been forever. You look like you've been keeping well.
Welcome back to Sumeru City.
Hi!
I'm delighted to meet you again. So, what brings you back here?
We're spending time with you.
Nothing in particular.
Spending time with you, buddy.
Saw a really big mushroom out on the road the other day and suddenly missed all our friends in Sumeru.
So it's about right, yep.
Funnily enough, we were reminiscing about you recently too.
Really?
It was at a group dinner.
Hold on.
I look forward to hearing about your travels. Something tells me we must have a lot to catch up on.
We were reminiscing? Really? At a group dinner? Aww.
Really?
Aww.
You were thinking of us too? What a coincidence!
That's gonna make me emotional, man.
Indeed. Or as I call it, the biryani factor.
What's with the face? Levine, girl, what's with the face? Listen, I know that's his joke, but like...
You really want me to say the rest? Okay. It's always nice to meet Stu again.
Aww.
Oh, darn, he said it.
Of course he would say it. It's Cyno. I win the bet. Wait, they literally had a bet. They literally had a bet.
You like that one, huh? You must if you remember it after all this time.
They literally had a bet.
Admit the truth. You have long been in awe of my razor-sharp wit.
Alright.
Yeah.
500 more.
god, she looks way too way too happy to win that bet.
Paimon never making a bet again. Paimon really thought Cyno would be able to hold back on the jokes.
It's Cyno.
They say people can change, but maybe that's just wishful thinking.
It's just jokes,
So
Paimon.
this was technically my fault.
No,
In
it's
that case,
okay.
I'll treat you to some sweets later.
No, keep going with your
Anyway,
jokes. Keep going.
I'm actually investigating a case right now. My mind is focused on work, which is why I didn't complete the joke at first.
Oh. A case?
What happened?
A case.
Nothing major. But after finding out who was involved, I decided on reflection to handle this one myself.
Need any help? We only came here to hang out, so we've got the time. You may as well take us with you, and then when you're done, we can, you know.
I can't. I'm
Such
sorry.
enthusiasm. Are
Okay,
you worried I'll
okay.
forget about treating you to some sweets if you're not around to remind me?
No. No.
Oh.
Well, for Paimon.
All right, was it really that obvious?
For Paimon, yeah, but
Obvious
you
enough.
know,
Still,
I
it's a
want to
fine
spend time with
idea.
you.
You are the heroes of Sumeru. It makes perfect sense to work together.
Yes.
All right, follow me.
Yes. Let's go. I am so glad to be back in SUMERU. I am so glad to be back in SUMERU. It has been a long time. I have missed it. Are we gonna be able to see Mihira? Are we gonna be able to see the whole gang? I would really like that. To see everyone. Oh, it feels good to be back here.
Do you see him? The old man flailing around?
Oh, is he the one you wanted to talk to about the case?
I don't think I've seen
Correct.
him before.
His name is Cyrus, a former Spontamot sage.
Oh!
He taught both me and Lisa.
Wait. That's Cyrus? Now I knew that she was a student at the academia, but I didn't know that we'd actually meet her and Cyno's teacher.
Huh? Cyno's
Really?
teacher is in trouble?
It's ridiculous. I'm just an old man who enjoys a spot of gardening, shopping, and wine. What sort of person targets an old retiree?
Professor, I've brought some friends.
Hello.
Ah, Cyno. Now who do we have here? Hold on, let me think. A flying fairy dressed in white? A youth who does not seem to hail from this land?
Is it really
My
that
goodness.
obvious?
You must be the legendary traveler in Paimon.
Is it really that obvious
I've heard all about what you've done for Sumeru.
that I don't belong into that?
Oh, looks like we're really famous.
I still don't know
I've
where
told him about you before.
Paimon is
You
from,
are my
though.
friends, after all.
I've missed you, Cyno. Good to meet you, sir. We're here to help
That's
Cyno.
right.
Yeah.
Let me summarize the situation. A couple of days ago, Professor Cyrus suddenly received a threat letter.
A threat letter?
A threat letter?
Why? And from who?
Exactly. Who sends a threat letter to an old man like me, for goodness sake?
This is the letter in question.
Cyrus, I have uncovered your secret. If you wish to prevent it from going public, leave 10 million mora at the back door of the cafe.
Your
Secondly,
secret?
don't come looking for me. You'll never find me. But I will always be watching you and all of your secrets.
Okay.
Finally, if you
Okay,
dare to
Paimon.
report this to the mantra, there will be consequences.
Are you going to say it out louder? Say it louder for the people in the back, Paimon. Like, I know it's echoing, but still, I think you're kind of being a little too loud. This is a threat letter that we're talking about here.
Wow, they sure didn't mince their words.
Clearly, this person must be desperate for Mora.
Yeah.
10 million Mora, what a joke. I'm just a single retiree with nothing to my name beyond the tomatoes in my garden. Where do people think I'm hiding 10 million Mora, huh? In my tomatoes?
There were no witnesses, so currently the letter is all we've got. So, Traveler, Paimon, let's put our heads together.
Alrighty, ready whenever you are. Detectives Paimon, Lumine, and Cyno back on the case.
Paimon's ready too.
All right, take a look. Do you see anything suspicious?
Are we gonna read something? Oh, we are. Okay. Okay, mysterious letter. Cyrus, I have uncovered your secret. If you wish to prevent it from going public, leave 10 million Mora at the back door of the cafe. Like, seriously, who just has 10 million Mora on their hands? Like, okay, I think Child might, but that's a different. Child has not been in SUMERU, so. Secondly, don't come looking for me. You'll never find me, but I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. Finally, if you dare to report this to the Matra, there will be consequences. What is this symbol right here? I think this might look familiar, but I'm not sure from where. From Cyno's description, it sounds like the threat letter didn't come in an envelope. It was simply written on a crude piece of paper and left for Cyrus to find. The paper? Paper?
Very good.
Oh, okay.
The paper has a rather rough texture.
Okay,
It's not the typical kind you see in most books.
that was just a guess.
Another thing
Oh,
is,
wow.
some of these strokes look kind of blurry. Could there be an issue with the ink?
Oh, so it didn't matter which
Possibly.
one. Okay.
And I bet the paper has something to do with it.
Most of the paper around here is much smoother than this, and the ink is absorbed quickly so it doesn't run. This paper, meanwhile, it's very coarse-grained, almost as if it's made from some sort of plant matter.
It's certainly not the same paper as we use in the academia, but the ink is nothing special. Just regular black ink that gets a blue tinge when applied to paper.
So do we think the culprit has a connection with the academia or not? Wait, check this out. Looks like this part got wet at some point.
Agreed. The staining suggests it was a colored liquid, not plain water. It also looks like it was wiped off with a damp cloth.
A colored liquid. So, tea? Wine?
Looks like we're thinking along similar lines. Let's go talk to Arof. There are some things I'll need him to take care of.
Hey, you had a nice nap. Hi, Mospel. Hi. So I'm kind of having issues with stream and OBS and my overlays. So since I changed my my username back to how it originally was, everything is kind of screwed up, so I'll have to fix it off stream. So that's why, you know, you probably won't see like the chat overlay on the stream either, is because of that. Which is my fault, but it's okay. But I did not have a nap. I did not have a nap. I hope you're doing well though. Even though you like to freaking bully me about me being cranky when I'm not. What the heck? But I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'll have to fix a lot of the stuff off stream. Because most of it is like, I'm gonna have to fix it off stream because I kind of messed stuff up when I did change my name, so. Oh!
Araf. Ah, there he is.
Mahamatra Cyno, Sir Cyrus. Ah, and the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while.
You should probably have a nap at some time. Might fix your tears. I don't have tears. What do you mean? Where is this bullying come from? Why? I didn't sign up for this. I'm just trying to enjoy my game, man.
As such, I'm inclined to believe that the culprit in this case is a student at the academia. Somebody young and strapped for cash. Oh, one last thing. I'd start your investigation by taking a look at the cafes in the city.
Oh, of course! You think the culprit spilled their coffee on the ladder, huh?
They do look like coffee stains to me. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the letter is written on a type of scented paper that has aromatics added during the manufacturing process. The kind often provided as writing material for customers in cafes and taverns.
I could not have figured that out.
Yes, like they sell in the gift shops. I remember.
I would
now.
not have known that.
Zaha Hadid bought some a while back. She said she was going to use it as wrapping paper for a vase.
Understood. I'll assemble a team to investigate the points of interest immediately.
You have my gratitude.
One last thing. Send some Matra to guard the entrances and exits of SUMERU City. And change into plain clothes. Don't let them see you coming.
Undercover. I see. Undercover mode.
Great thinking, Cyno. So, where do we think the culprit's at right now?
I doubt they'd go back to the cafe. Yeah, probably.
They've probably been lying low at home waiting to see how Cyrus reacts.
You're right, Paimon.
Who the fuck? God! What's in the film? Well, the metal pipe still works. The sound alert still works, so there's that. Hi, Cod. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Actually, that just reminded me. I needed to get myself another soda. Hold on, guys. Well, at least we know that the sound alerts still work, you know? So there's a plus. Ugh. Out there. Did you have a nice nap? Did you have a nice nap, Mossbell? Did you have a nice nap?
Really? Which part?
The culprit's approach.
Oh.
Whatever happens, they need this Mora. But just because they warned Professor Cyrus not to go to the Matra doesn't mean they know what he'll do next. So, like you said, they need to wait and see. And crucially, the culprit said they'd be watching the professor's every move.
Yeah?
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
What? Okay, Cyno.
Found you!
Okay, Cyno! Cyno! Buddy, what are you doing here? But what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Can't nap. I got 2 kids. I'm sure you can find time to nap. The kids have a nap, you could have a nap too. But if that's not possible, I do hope that you're able to get some sleep though. Because I know I know having kids is not easy. So, I do hope you are able to get sleep.
What are you doing?
You wrote the threat letter!
Okay, Cyno. How do you know?
I don't know what you're
Cyno.
talking about.
Cyno.
What threat letter?
Cyno.
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relatively well hidden for someone reckless enough to threaten Professor Cyrus.
Okay, that look. So he looked away and then he looked back. So I'm... At first I was unsure if Cyno was actually correct and we had found the culprit. But after that look, I don't know, I'm starting to believe that he did.
There are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arav. Whoever followed us the whole way was likely to be the culprit.
I was just listening in, that's all. You know something big's going down when Mahamatra Cyno shows up, right?
I don't know.
So I got a little curious. What's the big deal?
I don't
You
know about
smiled
that.
when Arav left. I saw it as clear as day.
Alright, okay, Cyno.
Is smiling a crime now?
There are coffee stains on the letter. You mixed some coffee with water, gently smeared it onto the paper, then wiped it off with a wet cloth.
Hey, why are you hiding
all
your
to
hand?
create the impression that the letter was written at a cafe.
Why? Why did your hand move behind your back? Why did your hand move behind your back? I'm hella suspicious now.
Closing off the exits to
I'm
the city doesn't
suspicious
affect
now.
you, because you already live here. And as long as the Matra were focused on the cafes, you would be free from scrutiny. The cafe was a red herring all along. You had to be somewhere where you could monitor the professor's movements.
You
Oh,
can't
wow.
pin this on me. I haven't done anything.
Really? Then why are you shaking like a leaf? The innocent have no reason to fear the Matra.
He's got a point.
But you,
He's got a...
your heart's racing, and your eyelids are twitching.
Yep.
You're a terrible liar.
And this is why I love Cyno. This is why I love Cyno. He's so smart.
I would never.
He's so smart.
Don't try anything or you'll pay the price. Now come with me.
You better listen. Better listen. Better listen to him, buddy. You don't want to mess with Cyno.
That was over quickly. Cyno already caught the guy.
But I feel like there's gonna be more to it, though.
You're telling me. One minute I go out for a quick smoke, the next minute I see Arav already on his way back to meet up with Cyno. Looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much more than 30. But after what he's done, I'm afraid he's ruined his whole future.
Everyone, it's all over.
Oh?
Gosh, that was so fast.
No, there's
The
more to
culprit's
it.
name is Raka,
There's
a
so there's
16-year-old
more.
student in the Rataoist Darshan.
A 16-year-old student? But why would they be threatening Cyrus? For 10 million mora. 10 million mora! No person is going to have 10 million mora on their hands.
Huh?
16? Cyrus thought he looked 30-something.
We checked his records. He's 16,
Wait.
a third-year student.
Wait a minute! He's 16?
He looks so old.
Yeah, seriously.
Foolish child. He's too young for the criminal life.
Wow.
What the devil drove him down this path?
16?
We questioned the culprit regarding his motives. He,
Oh, just spit it out. Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Very well. It's our understanding that Araka is a mediocre student who has been underperforming in his classes. He started taking extra tutoring to improve his grades, but developed a gambling
Oh
habit
my
around the same
God.
time and lost a lot of mora.
Gambling? Are you serious? This is why you don't gamble, guys. This is why you don't fucking gamble. Cause then this is why you don't gamble. This is why I don't fucking you just don't gamble. You
Down
just
on
don't.
his luck, he went to the tavern for a drink.
You just
and
don't.
overheard some people chatting
You
about
just
Sir
don't.
Cyrus's comfortable retirement. They mentioned that he's always arguing about his tomato plants with some old woman on the street.
He's a
Some old woman
16.
on the street? Goodness gracious. Has that rascal attended a single one of his classes? That old woman is Kasharwar's very own professor, Zaha Hadi. How can he not know who Zaha Hadid is?
Gamble? I want to gamble. You do not want to gamble, Mospelt. Like, let me remind you, this is a 16-year-old we're talking about right now. A 16-year-old is freaking gambling, and he lost a lot of Mora, and now he's threatening someone for 10 million Mora. This is why you don't gamble. You just don't do it.
Is
It's
this
bad.
going somewhere?
It's bad.
Oh,
Don't
right,
ever
yes.
gamble.
So another thing. We don't just argue about tomato plants. And what are they trying to insinuate by comfortable retirement? A man grows a few vegetables and suddenly he's living a life of luxury?
Maybe it's more the fact that you have the time to grow vegetables in the first place.
Araka
mean, that-
mentioned he'd heard a rumor, alleging that Sir Cyrus illegally obtained a large sum of money from the desert before retiring, and kept it for himself instead of reporting it to the academia.
There's a reason that's a rumor. There's a fucking reason that's a rumor. You don't listen to rumors. You don't. So, you just don't gamble. You don't do it. Dude is trying to pull Mama Raiden. No, 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 no.
Araka believes this money to be the reason why Sir Cyrus hasn't kept up with any academic research or
Don't
other
gamble.
projects since his retirement.
Don't do it.
And given your advanced age, he thought you'd be an easy target to blackmail.
Well, he thought wrong. He thought
I'm
wrong.
at a loss for words. I'm so angry I don't know where to start.
People make up rumors all the time. I am quite confident that Professor Cyrus has never embezzled a Mora in his life.
Go to C6's parent characters! Sadly, he failed multiple 50-50s. Hey, listen. This is why I have never C60 character. I have never in my life C60 character. Do you realize how, like, literally, do you realize how much it takes to C6 a character? Over $1,000. In a gacha game. Ain't no way I'm spending $1,000. Ain't no way. That's why there's always things like spend responsibly. Spend wisely, guys. Don't have a gambling addiction, okay? It's just a video game.
Arav, you'll have to find some excuse to interrogate Araka again later. I need you to deliver a few firm fistfuls to him on my behalf.
I completely understand how you feel, Sir Cyrus, but I'm afraid that course of action goes against the Matra's principles.
Professor, there's no need to be childish about this.
You playing Wuthering Waves tomorrow? I'm not sure, actually. I haven't really... I've heard about it, but I haven't really looked into it. So I'm actually not sure. I don't know yet.
Oh, come on. I was clearly joking.
Okay. Where does this go from here?
The academia will determine the appropriate disciplinary action against the student. And as for the individuals spreading rumors about the professor's obsession with tomatoes and some old woman on the street, there could be a slander case here. The Matra will continue to investigate.
Kind of hard to look into it when it isn't live yet. I mean, true, but I've seen some things about Wuthering Waves, so I mean, even though it's probably not live yet, there's people that have, you know, access to it, obviously, but I've seen all over Twitter there is every so often there's like pictures of characters and stuff like that. So I've seen it on Twitter, I just haven't really looked into it from the information that's already on Twitter and from what people have been posting about on Twitter. I just know I get to look at pretty characters again. Mood.
Who said I'm obsessed with some old woman on the street. Mind your wording or you'll start a whole new rumor.
Geez, Cyrus.
You seem confused. Oh, don't you understand?
I mean...
Uraka is just a young boy who made a very rash and very stupid decision based on some groundless rumor he heard. Besides, I didn't actually hand over any Mora to him. The whole thing sounds a lot worse than it is. All it costs me is a little reputational damage. That's all.
Please rest assured, Professor, that the Academia will issue a fair and reasonable punishment.
Yes, I have no doubt about that.
There's something
But
still,
as a
though.
former educator, I'd still like to have a serious conversation with the boy's parents. Their family lives in the city, yes?
Correct.
We looked into the family. Both parents are merchants and they're often away on business. They've never taken much of an active role in their children's lives.
Oh, what a mess. You don't have to seal the evidence away yet, do you? I'd like to have that letter back for the time being, if possible. I need something concrete for when I talk to the family tonight.
That would also not be good for the child, because then if they don't have parents or like a parental figure to guide them, they're gonna have to deal with a lot of stuff and make a lot of bad choices, which is very unfortunate.
We have to show them how serious this situation is.
The relevant authorities have already reviewed the evidence and are now discussing Uraka's punishment. You can hold on to the letter for now. Just make sure to return it within a couple of days.
Oh, so you'll be able to close the case in 2 days?
Give or take. Cases like this are quick to resolve.
I feel like there's more to it, though.
Very good.
I feel like there's more to
Well,
it.
Thank you for all your help. Perhaps we can all go for a meal together. Oh, my treat, of course.
My apologies, Sir Cyrus, but I have a prior commitment. Enjoy the meal, everyone.
Ah, I see. Well, that's a pity. But Cyno, you have to come. You found the culprit at record speed, and I owe you for that. Ah, and isn't Tighnari in town at the moment? Bring him
Tighnari?
along, too.
Tighnari?
Wait, you mean Tighnari's in the city?
He is.
Tighnari?
Tighnari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Kale to the Academia to help out on a project.
Ooh.
They should be at Nephis's office at this hour.
Kale?
Though I must say, I'm surprised you're extending an invitation to Tighnari. Did you do something to offend Sir Nephis?
Don't
Oh.
be outrageous. Nephis offends me all the time. It's never the other way around. Anyway, hurry up and fetch Tighnari. I'll head over to the tavern with the Traveler and Paimon. See you there.
So,
Go on now. Don't keep us waiting.
so we haven't really learned much about Tighnari's master. So very intriguing that he would offend Cyrus, who is Cyno's and Lisa's teacher, who was Cyno's and Lisa's teacher. I can't speak correctly. I can't speak correctly. Oh, wait, no, wrong way. You know what? We're just gonna do that. Just gonna do that. Just gonna do this, and then...
Go!
into the tavern. Tighnari,
Not to brag,
Kale!
but we never had problems like this at Ratawa Hist back when I was still teaching. And if you don't want to take my word for it, you can ask them. They were students at the time. They'll tell you what it was like, won't they?
I was out in the forest at least 4 days a week back then, thanks to a colossal workload from Master. It wrought havoc on my poor tail, so I didn't exactly keep up to date with what was going on at the Academia. Most of what I know, I heard from Cyno after the fact.
Professor's become a lot more laid back in his retirement. He used to be far stricter, and was especially known for being extremely principled.
Wow. It's hard enough to stay true to your principles as a normal person. I can't imagine doing that as a sage.
It's a pity Kale wasn't around at the time. I would have happily taken her on as a student.
And then we'd have one more person who has to address Lisa as upper-class woman.
Lisa.
Really? Can't you just call her Lisa? She seems to prefer it when people treat her like an older sister.
Oh, believe me, back when she was a student, nothing made her happier than the younger students acknowledging her seniority.
Whoa, more food? Are you sure about this? We don't want to take advantage.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Ew.
Order whatever you like.
If-
And if it's not enough, order some more.
Don't give her
After
the.
all your help today, treating you to dinner is the least I can do.
No, you don't want to say that around Paimon, because she'll want to eat everything. She'll want to eat everything that's on the menu. Literally, she's like a bottomless pit. She eats so much. Like I'm actually like scared of the amount she's able to eat from all the times that we have seen her eat a lot.
I thought I heard some familiar voices.
Kave!
Ah, and Sir Cyrus is here as well.
Kave!
Oh, Kave, it's
Oh
been a
my
while. Zahahadi was talking about you last month.
It's been
How
so
have you
long!
I've been all right, thank you. You're looking very well, sir. I'm glad to see it.
Have you eaten yet? Care to join us?
That's awfully kind of you, but I had a late lunch, so I'm not really hungry just yet. I'll have dinner a little bit later tonight. I just came to Lombard's to buy some wine, and when I heard some voices I recognized, I thought I'd come and say hello.
Am I on the menu? No. No, I am not. What? Why? Why would you ask that? No, I'm not on the menu, no!
So what's the occasion, anyway? Some sort of celebration?
Consolation, more like. You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
Sounds like things have really gone downhill since I was there. My whole time as a student, I've never heard of anything remotely like that.
I can't believe how young the guy is. What are his parents going to think?
Young people are always more susceptible to
So
making
precious.
rash and ill-advised decisions. Their minds are still developing. It's just an unfortunate fact of life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, your brain doesn't fully develop until you're like what? 22? Somewhere I know the age is different between men and women. For women, I believe it is 25. The brain doesn't fully develop until they're 25. I don't remember the age for men though, but that's true. Like, your mind does not fully develop until you're like halfway into your 20s. But he does have a point. He does have a point. You know, everyone is capable of making rash decisions, you know.
But still,
So he does have a point.
this boy has some nerve. Just look at what he wrote. Oh, it makes my blood boil.
Wow, yeah. Jeez.
I will always be watching you and all
Yeah.
of your secrets. And then he just followed you into the house of Dana?
Just checking up. I am a fox, Boss Belt. Why would you ask that? Why would you ask that? Why?
If this were my son, he'd get the scolding of a lifetime. Oh.
Luckily, I'm also an extremely principled person.
You don't want to piss him off.
Kave! Your order's ready, sir!
You do
coming.
not want to piss off Cyno.
I'll have to get going. Have a nice evening,
You
everyone.
really don't.
I'll catch you all another time.
You don't want to piss off Al Haytham either.
Here I am. The coffee beans are in here too.
Yep, it's all there. I'll stop babbling away now. Let's eat before the food gets cold.
Looking at the food though does make me really hungry though. The food does make me look hungry. Looks so good and it's making me hungry. I'm hungry. Because you might have been on the menu. No! Why would I be on the menu? What? What? Why would I be on the menu? Why would I be on the menu?
Too tasty. Paimon's belly is about to explode.
Oh my
Mine
gosh.
too. I'll have to walk home to burn some of it off.
Thanks for dinner, Sir Cyrus. Master Tainari and I will bring you some homemade herbal tea next time.
Tea!
It'll do wonders for your sleep.
Tea!
Well,
I
I'll
have
look
not
forward to
had
that.
tea in quite some time.
In fact, could I trouble you to bring a little extra for the other old folks on my street? I'll be the envy of the neighborhood.
No problem at all. I'll pack some up and bring it over.
Cause meat is meat. No. 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 Just no. No. Never. Never. Thank you for treating us.
I'll see you all later. I better head home now and tend to the crops.
Good night, Professor. Don't let those tomatoes keep you up too late.
Hey, my tomatoes are serious business. I am not about to be beaten by Zaha Hadid. Anyway, I'll be leaving now. Don't stay up too late now, children. I bid you all a good night.
Take care. Have a safe trip home.
All right. Now, we finally have some us time.
Yay!
What do you mean, us time?
Well, I was talking with Tainari and Kale, and since we all have some free time, we
Ooh.
thought we could all go camping together.
Camping?
Think of it as our way of welcoming you back to Sumeru.
Aww. I mean, he literally said they all missed me because they were literally chatting about me during a dinner, so I have missed them.
Oh, that sounds fun. Paimon's in.
I have missed every single, friend we have met into that. So that includes Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, Sumeru, and Fontaine, even though Fontaine was just recent. It was really fun.
Right? It's been so long since we did something fun together. I can't wait.
Everyone, let's meet tomorrow afternoon at the riverbank to the southeast of Gandharvaville.
I will have to
No
take
need to bring anything.
a break though.
We've already packed everything for the trip.
Because I need to
Just
go get
bring
some
your
food.
delightful selves and prepare to have some fun.
Like they had food,
You
now
got
I
it.
need
We'll
food,
be
so
there.
I will need to.
Great. Then we'll see you tomorrow.
I will need to take a quick break to go get some food. So I'm also going to run an ad break really quickly just to get that out of the way. Because I cannot see it in my OBS, so I don't know how much time is left. So I'm going to run one now just in case to give you guys extra time. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Wait, that's not. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. 14. Okay. Okay.
Time to set off. Let's head to the southeast of Gandharvaville and meet up with the others.
Yay! Okay.
With the wind.
We're here! Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tents already.
I'd say we're right about on schedule, actually. We were aiming to have them set up before you arrived.
I would have helped.
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together. Whatever we
Fishing?
catch, we can grill for dinner tonight.
Okay.
You got it. Dinner's on us tonight.
This is so cute. I love this. They're all camping together. This
I
is
hope
so
I can
cute.
contribute too. The other forest watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while ago. I'm really looking forward to giving them a try.
Oh, she's so precious. I love her.
I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a few for us. I'll leave them here along with some fresh fruit.
Ew, mushrooms.
Wow, keeping with the forest watcher is the way to go.
I don't like
They think
mushrooms.
of everything. And even if they don't, they can improvise.
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest.
So, how has everything been going for you?
Well, there's been some high points and low points, but we've
Yeah.
had some unforgettable experiences along the way.
I mean, we literally went through a lot with what happened in Fontaine. Like, oh my god, there was so much going on.
I see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry.
I did love it, though.
I bought some from the market this morning.
A valuable suggestion. Just don't bury your feelings using food.
I know!
All I wanted was to recommend something bittersweet.
Him and his jokes!
I have a sudden craving for fruit tea.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
I love his jokes. Oh my god.
She sure made a run for it.
She made a run for it.
Unbelievable. She made a run for it.
She did not want to
So
hear.
Kale chose the path of tactical retreat. Could it be she foresaw what shall soon come to pass?
She did not want to be around for your joke, Cyno. Oh, what was that? What was that glint in her eye? What was that?
My dear friend, you know what I am about to say.
It's genius invocation time.
Excellent. A kindred spirit. A great warrior can sense when a duel is nigh. But it looks like we'll get told off if we start playing now. Let's enjoy nature for a while longer.
I miss them so much. I miss the SUMERU crew so much. Oh my god. I miss them so much. Oh. Birds chirping away, the soothing sound of running water. This is nice. No agenda, just relax and enjoy myself here. It's so nice.
We got a bite!
I'll reel it in.
What does that
Firewood,
sound?
spices, snacks, and drinks.
Yeah.
Everything's ready. Once Kale gets back, we can light up the fire
I
and
was
start
ab-
grilling.
I was about to ask, Kale? Kale? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where's Kale? Where's Kale? Where's Kale? This is so relaxing. Where's Kale? It's just so nice to go out, nice to go camping with friends. Aww. They don't, the Traveler does not get to relax that often.
There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left?
Whatever Paimon says, sure.
Well, Paimon just thinks the ambiance here is a little better.
True. But it's also the closest to the water. If there are any sleepwalking fungi around tonight, they might stumble into your tent.
No fungi.
Well, that's no good. Take my weapon. You can use it to bar the entrance.
No, it's okay.
Anyone would think you were sealing the gates to King Deshret's mausoleum.
Excellent. Then this tent will be an impenetrable fortress.
Oh my god, Cyno. Wait, where's Kale? Oh, there she is. Okay.
How's
Oh,
your
thank God.
appetites? Ready for the barbecue?
I was about to get worried. I was about to be worried, thinking that something might have happened to her, but she's fine. She's not taking a nap. She's fine. She's here. She's okay.
Always.
Which is good. It's good. Good, good, good.
Oh, it smells so good. Paimon's drooling.
Did I literally see her
Someone sure
tongue?
is desperate to eat.
She's always hungry.
I think it's time to add the seasoning.
She's always hungry.
How do you like
though.
your skewers? Well done?
Like,
Medium?
she's always hungry.
Wait, what? Isn't that just for steaks?
Hey, if it works for steak, maybe it works for other things too.
What is that noise?
Medium well for me.
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes for anyone who wants theirs well done.
Like, what kind of animal is making that noise? I'm gonna dig in. Well, they're eating and so am I.
Oh, that was so delicious. If Paimon's stomach had space, she'd eat 3 more skewers.
I don't know how much
eat a
space
lot
you
too.
have in there, Paimon.
Here comes the food coma.
If you're tired, then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't you guys head to your tents? Cyno and I will clean up.
Tonight, I show you mercy.
Oh.
Our sacred duel will take place another day.
Cyno. Oh my god, Cyno, I love you. He's so passionate about genius cardification. TCG.
Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Well, you could fall asleep flying or floating, Paimon, so.
Oh, don't forget this.
Oh.
The staff of
Ooh.
the Scarlet Sands.
Are you sure, Cyno? Are you sure?
Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
It's a very powerful weapon. Try it.
You're giving
Paimon
us.
can't even lift that thing.
Fair enough. You sure you don't want it?
Girl, stop it! You guys are being very rambunctious. I wasn't actually sure that he would be serious about that.
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And even if we do get an uninvited guest in the night, Paimon will be here to take care of the traveler.
Oh. Where? Okay. Now this would be more epic if Lumine had her sword. This is just the dual blade. This is just the dual blade. Bro, like where's our sword from the very beginning of the game, man?
That reminds me of a parting king of invocations. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. But right now, it's time to rest. Sleep well and sweet dreams.
Oh, Cyno. Oh. This camping trip has really relaxed me. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. Aww. In the peace and tranquility of the forest, nature's warm embrace lulls you into a restless sleep. Aww. That must be nice.
I think they should all be here. Traveler? Paimon?
Oh!
Are you in there?
Oh!
Could you come outside for a sec?
Cove and I'll hate them. What are they doing here? What are they doing here?
Look at this.
What are they doing here?
What the? What's this sword doing here? Is it supposed to keep out intruders?
Yeah. My God, they're being really rambunctious. Where? The sword! Oh my God. What are they doing here, though?
Evidently.
What are they doing here?
Huh? Who is it? Oh, what time do you call this?
Paimon! I recognize them. Yeah, it's Cove and I'll hate them.
Paimon's gonna take out the sword. Yeah!
I'm going back to sleep. What?
I'll hate them. Cave? What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night.
Why'd they come all the way out here? I don't know.
Sorry to wake you up at this hour of the night, but we've got a situation on our hands.
A situation? What do you mean?
Let's get dressed and talk about it outside.
What do you mean, a situation?
Something has come up. And since it pertains to Cyrus and Cyno, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
Oh?
Whoa, back up. Let's start from the beginning.
Really?
Where'd the wine cups go? I could have sworn I left them here after I washed them. Ah, there they are.
I'll have a cup too.
There he is, reading a book. As usual.
Can you see if the cookies are still on the table?
They are. And so are the fruits.
Oh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few bottles of what Cyno's group was drinking last night.
You know, I'm hoping we'll get another I'll
Do
hate them
tell.
quest.
What were they drinking?
I'm hoping we'll get another I'll hate them
right,
quest.
I forgot to mention. So, I ran into Cyrus yesterday evening when I went to the tavern to pick up some things. He was hosting a dinner for Cyno, Tighnari, Kale, and the Traveler and Paimon. Anyway, they got a bottle of Lombard's new vintage for the table. At least, I think that's what it was. It looked pretty good.
Sounds like they're all tangled up in this.
Tangled up in what? In
You
what?
know what it's about, right? 16-year-old kid tried to extort Cyrus. He was asking for 10 million mora.
Oh, okay.
I heard some people talking about it on the streets, yes. Didn't take them long to catch the culprit. The sages are probably dealing with the case by now.
Yeah.
I wonder what Sir Nephis and the others will make of it. Oh, Cyrus showed me the extortion letter, too. It was crudely written, but the paper had this beautiful pattern on it that I've never seen before. Really caught my eye. Give me a sec, I'll sketch it out for you.
They're gonna discover something, aren't they? I just know it. They're gonna discover something. I just don't know what it is.
Okay, done. Take a look. You see what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen writing paper like this around before. God knows where the culprit got it from.
Interesting. These are all motifs associated with the tribes of the desert.
The desert.
What? Really?
Take this, for instance. Looks like an outline of a spire, similar to
Oh.
the kind found on some ancient palaces.
Oh.
And the crisscrossing and mirroring here. I recognize that too.
Is he talking about the structure that I saw on the piece of the paper? Is he talking about that?
It bears a striking resemblance to an ancient emblem.
Yeah, that's
one that
probably
hasn't
what
been used in a very long time.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Whose emblem is it?
It looked familiar.
It's the emblem of the Temple of Silence.
Huh? Hmm? Temple of Silence.
After discussing it with each other, we both agreed that something didn't feel right.
Oh.
So we went looking for you.
Oh.
This was a long way to come from the city. Alhaitham figured you were probably with Tainari, so Gandharvaville was our first stop. But the Forest Watchers told us that you'd gone camping. Then, just as we were heading off to the campsite, we ran into Cyno. He said he was on a supply run. We exchanged a few words, and then he ran off.
He ran off?
Hold on, so what's the deal with that emblem you were talking about? The Temple of Silence, you said? What is that? Should we be worried?
Is everything okay? Give me a second. Let me get Kale.
Temple of Silence. Don't think I've heard of that.
So
yet.
you've never heard of the Temple of Silence?
No.
Well, to put it simply, it's an organization that has existed in Sumeru for over 1,000 years.
Really?
These days, you can find a Temple of Silence office in the academia.
Really?
Theoretically, it's responsible for the custody and disposal of information and documents not fit for public dissemination.
I wonder why we haven't heard it yet.
At least, that's what they tell the outside world. In truth, it's essentially a vestigial institution nowadays. There's an office with their name on it, but it's functionally obsolete. Historically speaking, the original Temple of Silence is said to have been established by Hermanubis, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret and the greatest of all sages. Most of the organization's members hailed from the desert. By contrast,
Hermanubis.
none of the Academia Temple's current members are from the desert region,
Hermanubis.
nor do they use any symbols connected with the desert folk.
Why does that name sound so familiar? I mean, I also heard Deshret, King Deshret in there too.
So the Temple of Silence at the Academia is just a fake? Wow.
It's possible. The real question is, why? My guess is they're covering something up.
Covering what up, though? And why?
So, how do you know all this? Sounds like some pretty top secret stuff.
It's Alhaitham.
Did you forget? He did a stint
Yeah.
as acting Grand Sage.
Yeah.
And kept the pay raise even after he resigned.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
Grand Sage.
Paimon did totally forget about that. So you took the chance to read all the top secret documents while you were acting Grand Sage, huh?
How do you forget that,
If you're
Paimon?
asking me whether I familiarized myself with the documentation in my office, I would respond that that's a perfectly normal part of any job.
So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem of the Temple of Silence appear on a threat letter from an academia student to Cyrus?
I'm actually very curious, but also frightened of how much information this man has got in his brain. Like, this dude is hella smart. You know? Like, he must have a lot of information up in this brain of his.
The student's only 16 and doesn't have any family ties to the desert. So where could he have seen that emblem or gotten the paper?
You know, yeah.
You said you ran into Cyno, yes? Did you tell him what you've just told us?
You know, they make a
Yep.
good point.
He ran off as soon as he heard what we said.
Given that Cyrus is involved,
Huh.
he's probably halfway through solving the case by now. Still, we should try to catch up with him. At this hour of the night, Cyno will probably go looking for Cyrus at his current residence.
If the Academia's Temple of Silence really does exist just to cover up the truth, the sudden appearance of this emblem can't be good, and sure to stir up trouble. We should pay a visit to the Academia.
Yeah.
Yes. As the Sage of Amorta, my master ought to know the truth about their office. You can ask him to tell you what he knows. The more information we have, the better prepared we'll be for whatever happens there.
I'm scared.
If this situation is connected to the real Temple of Silence, The emblem has to be part of a bigger conspiracy.
Yeah, I knew
Kale,
something was up.
Could I trouble you to send a message to the core of 30? Tell them to keep an eye out for Cyno and Cyrus.
I knew
Traveler,
something was more to
Paimon,
happen.
You two come with me. We'll go after Cyno.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright.
Let's go.
Let's go. SUMERU crew, back in
Cyrus has
action.
been living in the city lately. He rented a place near the field so he can keep an eye on his tomato plants.
Then let's go look for him there.
SUMERU crew, back in action, baby. I definitely knew that something was up, though. Like, I definitely knew something was up, though. There was gonna be more to it.
Here we are. This is the place.
We might be too late. Looks like nobody's home. Oh, Cyno moves fast. If he was here, he's probably long gone by now.
I know that voice. Is that Tainari I hear?
Oh?
Ah! Professor Zahahadi!
Wow, so it really is you. My goodness, whatever is going on tonight?
We're looking for Cyno. So, he's already been here.
Yes, not long ago, in fact.
Ah.
He knocked on my door and asked if I'd seen Cyrus today at all.
So fast.
I told him the old fool left early this morning, and I hadn't heard him come back. So we went to his place, and would you believe it? He's gone. Goodness knows where to. It must have alarmed Cyno, because he took off in an awful hurry after that. He never did explain what this was all about. How serious is it?
Pretty serious.
Well, if Cyrus isn't at home... Oh, it sure doesn't sound good.
No, it does not.
Professor, did you hear that a student recently tried to extort Cyrus?
Why, yes. When I left the house that day, I noticed he was watering his flowers in the field in complete silence. He had a piece of paper clutched in his hand, and he looked lost in thought. I could tell something was troubling him, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. If Cyno hadn't happened to visit him that day, he'd probably still be holding on to that thing.
Huh. A letter.
After seeing the letter, Cyno told him to contact the Core of 30, but Cyrus was very reluctant. He claimed it would only damage his reputation. Eventually, he relented, after much persuasion from Cyno.
Why was he reluctant?
Huh?
Why was he
Cyrus didn't want to report it.
reluctant to
Well, that's
report
strange.
it?
When we saw him, he seemed pretty okay with the idea of the kid getting his just desserts.
As a former sage, it's possible Cyrus still has enemies at the Academia. That's why Cyno was so insistent that he report the matter to the authorities. I was there while they were going back and forth over it.
So Cyrus initially hoped to stop this from going public. But why?
Yeah. He only reported it because Cyno forced him to, which means Cyrus must know something about the Temple of Silence? I mean, but maybe, but does he? I don't know.
Oh, dear.
Don't know.
What on earth has that old fool gotten himself wrapped up in?
Maybe.
Oh, I do hope he's not in danger. Oh, I almost forgot. Cyno left me this letter to pass on to you. He wrote it when he came by earlier. He realized you might come looking for him.
Thank you.
What does it say? Let Paimon take a look.
My friends, this is a rather complicated state of affair. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose more than that. I ask you to understand and accept that I had to act alone at this stage. Don't come after me! What is it? Why? Why? Why?
My friends, this is a rather complicated state of affair.
Why can...
Unfortunately,
Why?
I cannot disclose more than that. I ask you to understand and accept that I had to act alone at this stage. Don't come after me.
We're probably gonna go after him. We're gonna
Yep,
go after him.
That sounds like Cyno.
We're
Thank
gonna
you,
go
Professor.
after him.
Please do not worry. We will do all we can to protect both Cyno and Cyrus.
Yeah, we're going after
Traveler,
him.
Paimon, let's head to the Academia and regroup.
if something dangerous is going on, we're not leaving him by himself. You know, we're not leaving him by himself. We're going after him. I worry for him. Like, I'm genuinely worried about Cyno, like... and Cyrus, but... It sounds like Cyrus probably knew about it. I mean... The letter did say that, you know, he would tell everyone Cyrus's secrets. So, I mean... But... I'm still worried. I'm still worried. I'll hate them, cove. Where are you guys? Where are you? We're in the library. In the house of Dana. Alright, where are they at? There they are.
You're here? I thought you were going after... Ah, I guess you lost their trail.
We went to Cyrus's house. No one was there. Cyno got there before us, but he was long gone by the time we arrived.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say where he was going?
Nope.
No, he left us a letter and told us not to go after him.
Yep.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Typical Cyno.
Yeah.
Anyway, some updates on progress on our end. I drew the emblem from memory again, but in more detail this time.
Oh.
I checked some ancient texts for a similar design. The one I found was a little blurry, but the similarities in the general form and certain details were clear enough to confirm a match.
Yeah, and we're lucky we found anything at all. It turns out the emblem was all but lost to history.
Really?
We scoured the entire Academia collection, and that book was the only one with a record of the motif.
If it's been around for 1,000 years and there's only one book about the emblem, there's definitely someone trying to hide things about the Temple of Silence. But why? Why though?
Meanwhile, Arav managed to get Uraka to disclose his source. The one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled funds was a young man from the desert. According to Uraka, he had a striking presence and was well educated.
Huh.
Apparently, the two met in the tavern over a game of cards. The guy claimed to be in the city for business as part of a merchant caravan. Uraka was intrigued when he heard what his new acquaintance had to say, and brought up the idea of extorting Cyrus for Mora. The guy encouraged him to go ahead with it, then handed him some pen and paper to write the letter.
I see. So it could be that this person planted the paper intentionally.
Yeah.
So, how do we find this guy? Did Uraka say where he is?
He doesn't know. He claims not to have seen him since that day in the tavern. The man gave him some tips on how to carry out the extortion, but from then on, Uraka was acting alone.
Huh.
Nephis and Arav have gone to meet the Court of 30 and review the city's entry and exit records. Also, Nephis admitted that the Temple of Silence in the Academia is just a facade. The true Temple of Silence once came to the rainforest to establish a collaboration with the Academia. But, as time went by, the sages gradually became corrupt and foolish. The Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust the Academia and ended the partnership.
I mean...
They retreated back to the desert about 400 years ago.
I mean, if this was around the time that Rukkhadevata, you know, sacrificed herself and then became Nahida, and then they trapped her for 500 years. And this was during when Grand Sage Azar was still the Grand Sage. I mean, I would 100% agree that the sages were corrupt and foolish. Because Azar was I absolutely hated that dude for how he treated Nihiro.
Ever since its inception, the Temple of Silence has been the guardians of King Deshret's civilization and belief system. They traveled throughout Sumeru, sequestering and guarding any wisdom that posed a threat to the people's livelihoods.
The guardians of King Deshret's civilization and belief system. Really? The wheeze. Thank you for the wheeze, boss boat.
At its roots, it was a legitimate and reputable organization whose purpose was to guide people towards the right path.
Make sure to get some sleep. Don't need you to be cranky. I'll be back later. Yeah, but I'm not cranky. I'm not cranky, and it's only 7:50 p.m. I'm okay. I'm okay. What was that echo? It's always echoed, Mossbot. What do you mean? It's all the sound alert has always echoed. What do you mean? What do you mean?
The academia of the day knew that the split would damage their reputation if it became a matter of public knowledge. And so, they set up a dummy organization of their own to conceal the truth.
Not only that, but they managed to keep up the charade for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
So how did Cyrus become acquainted with the true Temple of Silence if they left centuries ago?
I'll bet that's the question that bothered Cyno. Probably why he went after him in such a rush.
Whoever is behind this, getting Uraka to extort Cyrus was only the first step of the plan. Their true goal in doing so was for Cyrus to see the emblem on the letter.
That was more echo than normal, was it? Was it really? That was like a 3.5 echo instead of a... How would you know that, Mossbelt? How would you know what type of echo that is?
He must have recognized it right away. That'll be why he didn't want to involve the authorities.
I don't know. I wouldn't have known.
He probably hoped to take care of the whole thing by himself. Unfortunately for him, Cyno had other plans.
I mean, it sounds the same
Since the
for
desert
me,
is where
so
the
I
Temple of
wouldn't
Silence
know.
originated, that is in all likelihood where Cyrus went.
Yeah.
I have to go after him.
You mean we?
Really?
You mean we?
Are you sure that's a good idea with how you respond to the heat? Why don't we send someone else?
That's true.
I should be fine,
That's
as
true.
long as I bring plenty of water. Besides, I just can't shake this ominous feeling that if we don't catch up to them soon...
I'm going with you.
Everyone, I have news from the core of 30.
I go with you, Tainari.
Master!
Oh, so that's Nafis, Tainari's master? Oh, we're finally getting to meet him in person.
Hello. I like how she just peeked out and then whoop to the front.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler and Paimon.
Ooh, nice to meet you.
Several independent eyewitnesses have reported seeing Cyrus and Mahamatra Cyno leaving the city at different times. Both were heading in the direction of Caravan Rebat. I was going to suggest that you join forces with the Core of 30 in this case. However, as I'm sure you've already heard from Alhaitham and Cove, the Temple of Silence is involved.
Yeah.
The Academia has made a number of decisions throughout history that I am ashamed to talk about. It may well be that no better choice was available to them, but those actions are nonetheless a stain on our legacy. I won't attempt to make you understand the Academia's perspective. Now is the time for action.
I understand where you're coming from, Master. But I'm afraid the situation might be more complicated than we thought. I think we need to keep a low profile, or risk making things worse.
Good point. If Cyrus is involved with the other side, or worse, if he's fallen into their hands, and...
I'm scared. And worried.
Everyone.
Yeah.
We have to get Cyrus and Cyno back safely.
Yes.
We cannot afford to lose them.
Would break my heart if we lost Cyno.
Need our help?
And
Whatever you
Cyrus.
need, we got you covered.
Really? Wonderful. You have my most sincere gratitude. Arav and I will continue to follow up on the lead from Uraka. Cove, Scribe Al-Haytham, I'd like to ask you to cover the duties of the House of Dana. Tighnari, you're planning to go into the desert, correct?
Yep.
I am. Cave, I'll be okay. You stay behind to help Master and Al-Haytham.
Well, if you're sure. Okay. But be careful.
I'll go with him.
Thank you all. Arav, let's go.
I'll go with him. Alright, let's go. Let's go after Cyno.
We'd better get moving. Don't forget to ask for help when you need it.
Will do. Let's go, Tighnari. Hopefully we can catch up with Cyno before it's too late.
Knowing him, he's probably covered a fair distance already.
Oh, yeah.
But we still have a shot. Let's take it.
Let's go get him back. Thank you so much for the metal pipe, Bratheron. Thank you so much for the metal pipe. How are you? I hope you're doing well. We need to go get Cyno.
Please show me your credentials before borrowing books.
Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? That was a loud metal pipe. Okay, we need to leave before I can teleport to Caravan Rebot, because I cannot teleport while inside a building. Alright. Caravan Rebot. Oh, okay.
Okay, we made it to Caravan Rebot. Where should we go next? Maybe we should ask the nearby guards if they've seen anything.
Hold on. Look over there.
Oh, it's Dia!
Is that Dia?
There they are.
You sure you want to brave the desert alone?
I saw
I
Cyno.
mean, it's your choice at the end of the day, but still.
Dia, Candace, and Cyno, I found them.
It's not my first time.
There he is.
I'll be fine.
Cyno.
Oh, buddy, we've got words for you.
If you're really going to go through with this, then at least take our advice. When you're packing for your trip, budget for 5 days more than you plan to spend out there.
You're not going
Makes sense.
alone.
Okay, I'll go get ready.
You're not going alone, mister.
Thought we might find you here. You're trying to retrace Cyrus's steps, aren't you?
And you thought we'd leave you
Didn't I
behind.
tell you not to come after me? I thought I had a good lead on you.
You thought we'd
Sorry, but
leave
we
you?
never agreed to that.
Yeah.
Why would you go off on your own like this?
You really thought that we would just leave you by yourself, Cyno? No.
Nothing personal. It's just a complex situation. And I'd rather not involve anyone else if I can help it.
Well, we're in it. We're in it.
Takes a special kind of person to get Cyno chasing them all the way out to Caravan Rebot.
Well, we're in it, buddy. We're not leaving.
Why so coy today, huh? You only gave us his age and description. Why can't you reveal his name? Is he Sumeru's most wanted or something?
No, but...
Oh, also, hey guys, it's been a while.
I know, it has.
Dia and Candace! So nice to see you. Actually, seeing all of our friends is the whole reason we're here.
You're looking well. Glad to see it.
I know.
Candace and I came to Caravan Rebot on business. We ran into Cyno as he was asking about some elderly gentleman's whereabouts. Some people say they saw him. Guess he stood out as an older guy heading into the desert alone with just a sumpter beast in tow and very few supplies.
The Sumpter Beast? Really?
That's gotta be one heck of a story there.
Cyno, it's okay if you can't tell us anything about the case, but let us know how we can support you. We're here to help however you need. The more people we have working on this, the quicker we'll be able to find the person you seek.
No, it's not that simple. If I'm right, he'll be doing everything he can to avoid us.
We spoke with Zaha Hadid. From what she said, It's pretty clear that he wants to try and solve this on his own.
Yeah.
It won't be easy trying to find him in the desert when he's deliberately trying to cover his tracks.
Sounds like this is far more complex than we imagined.
Still, if he started from Caravan Rebot, the chances are that his route took him past our village. You may as well ask if anyone there has seen him.
My thanks to you both. Once this is resolved, I will find a way to repay you.
Ah, come on. No need to get all serious. Just buy a round of drinks next time we're all in the city or something.
That's a deal.
All right, so, you all set?
Yes, we'll handle it from here. Thank you again for your help. I don't take it for granted.
SUMERU crew!
Then we'll leave you to it.
Yay!
Just remember, if you change your mind and need some reinforcements, we'll be here.
And don't think you'd be imposing.
Yeah.
You can depend on us.
We're here to help.
Don't worry, we'll keep him out of trouble.
Oh, we will. I mean, if anything, trouble always seems to find us some way, somehow. So I mean...
Cyno should count himself lucky that the Traveler and Tighnari got here when they did. What was he thinking, trying to play the lone hero?
The desert tests the character of all who enter it, and only those with wisdom and courage shall prevail. But take heart. With his companions by his side, no harm will come to Cyno.
Is that the same... Is it just me, or does Candace's voice actor sound different from when we last heard her? I mean, I know it's been a while, but I don't know. Her voice sounds a little different. Maybe it's just me.
Hold on. There's a few things I'd like to clear up.
Go on.
So, after you left the campsite, we had a longer talk.
Clearly, we've only scratched the surface of the Temple of Silence question. It doesn't surprise me at all that the one in the academia is a fake.
Do you have any connection with the Temple of Silence?
I do. I trust you're all aware of the spirit that gives me my power?
Yeah.
Hermanubis,
Ah!
the original founder of the Temple of Silence.
No wonder Hermanubis sounded very familiar. Okay, yeah, I know.
Due to my unique constitution, I was put through a number of trials in the desert when I was younger. Later, I met the professor, and he brought me to SUMERU City. But my memory of that time is hazy. I can't recall much. It's a good thing that Cave noticed the emblem on the letter. Without that, I don't know if we would have connected the dots and realized there was more to this case than mere extortion. I did not recognize that symbol at all. Whether that's because I've never seen it, or because my memory fails me, it's hard to say.
Yeah, you're right. Thank goodness for Cave, and for Alhaitham's diligence during his time as acting Grand Sage.
Yeah, honestly.
Cyrus must have recognized it right away, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have had any qualms about you reporting it. Oh, maybe his connection to the Temple of Silence goes even deeper than yours.
I suspect so too. Professor has never once mentioned the Temple of Silence in conversation. And whenever the conversation turns to Hermanubis and the concept of spirit indwelling, he avoids going into any depth.
Interesting.
Well, speaking of avoiding things, you do realize, don't you, now that we've caught up with you, you're stuck with us for the rest of the way.
Yeah, you're stuck with us.
I am aware.
Oh, good.
And I have accepted it.
Good.
Or rather, I don't see how I could manage to ditch you en route. So, I might as well accept that you're coming with me.
You know, telling us to not come after you when you know damn well that we would come after you anyway, Cyno. So, I mean, yeah, you're going to accept that we're here and sticking with you. We're not leaving.
That's right. Fact is, we're coming with you whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
The best option now is to try to look out for each other. Ha!
Can't get rid of us.
Fair enough. Then at least let me buy you a drink once we're back in the city.
Works for me. All right, off we go. Let's start by seeing what the guards here can tell us.
Hello.
Mahamatra Cyno?
I'm looking for someone. So I'd like to confirm any recent foot traffic in and out of Aru Village.
A man matching that description passed by Aru Village not too long ago. He stopped by to load up on food and water and feed his sumpter beast, then he was on his way.
Where was he going?
Let me think. He took a seat by the entrance of the village for a while, and had a brief chat with the person who came to deliver the water. He said he was headed somewhere near an oasis, but he didn't mention which one.
Somewhere
Do you
near an
have a map?
oasis.
I can mark out the direction he was heading and the best routes to any nearby oases.
I have one. Mark away.
Great.
Interesting.
There you go.
Thank you so much. You were a great help.
You've got a really good memory.
You're quite welcome. Just doing my job. Best of luck. I hope you find him soon.
I hope so too. I'm getting worried. Okay. This way. I don't have the teleport wayward point there, so we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way into the desert. The music is always really good, though. I do love the music. Oh. Wait, who is that?
Hold on. I see some people over there.
He looks
Do
familiar.
you think it's safe to ask them what they know?
Should be. I'll go.
Oh.
No. I'll do it.
Okay, Tainari. Okay.
Huh? Why can't Cyno go talk to them? What difference does it make?
Given my background, appearance, and the way I dress, I might not be the most welcome visitor here.
True. Okay.
Just
yeah.
in case, it's probably better to let a more neutral party handle things.
Yeah, probably.
Hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Yeah, he
My
looks...
friend and I are looking for an elderly man who's gone missing around these parts. Any chance I could ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah, I didn't like how they looked over at Tainari. It was really suspicious, but he does look familiar. I believe he does look familiar.
Oh, a missing person, huh?
Ah.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Is that Cyno? Is that Cyno? I love Cyno Robinson. Oh my god. Oh my god. I never thought I would hear Cyno in Genshin.
I'm just wondering if you've seen him. Let me give you the details.
Don't like how they came over.
So, a silver-haired guy in a long robe, culture type with thoughtful eyes, and he's traveling alone.
He'd stand out like a sore thumb around here.
Yeah, sounds like the kind of guy we'd remember if we saw him.
Oh! Uh-oh. He sees Cyno!
He's looking behind me.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That guy's looking our way.
Yeah, he is.
Your friend over there stands out a lot, too.
Oh, Cyno?
Hey, aren't you Cyno, the General Mahamatra?
Yes. You look very familiar. Are you the man in the trailer? I think he is. I think he's the man from the trailer, from the 4.6 trailer.
Yes, that's me.
I think he is.
You don't seem surprised that I recognized you.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, you're the one looking for the old man who's gone missing, aren't you?
I have a bad feeling about this guy.
Yeah.
Someone's on edge. You don't trust me much, do you?
Got a feeling that
No
something.
need to hide it. I understand why you're wary of us. Still, you came to us asking for help. Do you want it or not?
I thought you were a group of merchants. Seems I was mistaken.
Your henchmen
Yeah.
don't look like much. But something tells me they put up a better fight than most mercenaries.
Hey, hear that, guys? You're my henchmen now.
Suits me.
I don't like it.
As long as I get paid for it.
Don't like this.
Just cut to the chase already. I'm running out of patience.
all right, all right, all right.
Don't like
Come
this.
with me. All of you.
You're taking us.
Don't you want to find your friend? A silver-haired, long-robed, culture type with thoughtful eyes? Sounds like there's a whole other side to Cyrus I didn't know about.
So you know where he is?
Just follow me. I'll take you to him.
I don't like this. I have a bad feeling. Have a bad feeling. We have talked to the, hold on. So he's right there, so I'm going to actually see if I can talk to them. Maybe? Oh no, I can't. Oh, okay. I guess not. Alright then.
And here.
What? Where are you looking? There's nothing here.
Please step back.
In here.
Ooh, something's
Oh.
coming out of the ground.
Oh.
What is this enormous building doing here?
And how was it so well hidden? King Deshret's technology?
Wait, so hold on. Who are you guys really?
Is this the Temple of Silence? So you're a member?
All good questions. There'll be plenty of time to address them later.
I don't trust this guy. Like, even though he's voiced by Zeno Robinson, I don't trust the guy. Shadow, what are you doing? Shadow. Oh my goodness. All this stuff. Huh? Plastic all over the floor.
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
Wonder there was a chewed up toy on my floor. Ah, this one didn't have like a domain entrance thing. Interesting.
This is not what Paimon was expecting to find in the desert, especially not hidden right next to an oasis.
Oh, wow.
Paimon's scared.
Okay, Paimon, I'll
They
protect
must
you.
have kidnapped Cyrus. Do you think this is the guy Rocca met in the tavern?
What's wrong? Thinking about your professor?
I just hope for your sake you haven't done anything you might regret.
Me too. Hope I haven't done anything to incur your wrath.
Don't know. I don't trust this guy. Interesting. This is gorgeous, though. This is very gorgeous, though. I wonder if this will be permanent, or if it's just related to Cyno's story. This is really gorgeous, though. The music, man. Shadow, what do you think you're doing? Shadow, what are you doing? Get away from there. Oh! Oh, wow. Ooh. This is gorgeous. That's a lot of books. That is a lot of books. Oh.
All right. You can wait here for now. I'll inform our leader that you've arrived at the Temple of Silence. Sit tight until he comes to greet you.
Our leader? Our leader, huh?
So he's just gonna leave us here unattended? Maybe we're not being kidnapped after all.
No,
They can't have been at the Oasis by chance.
Yeah.
They were waiting for us. Whoever the leader is here, they were obviously counting on us showing up.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the Temple of Silence. After leaving the rainforest, they hid themselves here?
Hey, look! That guy's coming back.
Don't worry. Someone will come and call for you soon.
What's your name?
Please, at least tell us what to call it.
Sorry, guess I was so delighted to see you, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Sethos.
Sethos.
I'll be here if you need me, but I'm not planning on answering all of your questions. Other than that, you can occupy yourselves however you see fit.
What do you mean answering
So
all my
we're
questions?
free to explore by ourselves.
Yep. I mean, I'm not worried about you running off. Cyrus is here. And unless I've misunderstood, you're all quite anxious to see him again.
He's right. Well, if we've got some time, we might as well take a look around.
I mean, yeah. That would be a good idea. I just don't like the fact that he's like, I'm not answering all your questions.
I never imagined that the true Temple of Silence would be hidden somewhere like this. We've passed through these parts before, but never noticed anything.
That's King Deshret's technology for you, I guess. It borders on the miraculous. Amazing to think that it's been preserved intact all this time.
We should be wary of our hosts. Still, at this point, we can be confident that the professor is safe and sound. So that's something.
Yeah. Sethos.
Hey, Sethos! Have you got some time to chat?
Sure. Although, I'm assuming by chat, you mean you have questions for me? I don't blame you. Anyone else would.
So you get a lot of people asking you questions?
Not often. The Temple of Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't get too many visitors.
Okay. Do you know Cyno?
What kind of question is that? He's the General Mahamatra. Everyone in Sumeru knows who he is.
Right, but back at the Oasis, you can't have known who he was for sure, or you wouldn't have asked him. So, what we're really asking is, have you never seen him in person before?
I've lived in the desert my whole life. Guess you could say I've never had the pleasure.
Ugh, why does Paimon feel like this guy's not being straight with us?
It's obvious he's
on.
not.
We've only just met.
He's not.
If I give you all the answers up front, you'll have nothing left to look forward to.
I hate that he's right, but it still would feel nice to answer. You were the one who tricked Raka, right?
Yes, that was me.
Why?
Although, tricked is a stretch. He was asking everyone in the tavern about ways to make some easy money.
Well, why Cyrus,
He
though?
insisted that nothing was off the table, even if it broke the law.
He's only 16!
So, I told him that Cyrus had embezzled a large sum of mora from the desert.
This is the 16-year-old you're talking about, Cephos. And you just told him about a rumor and he...
So you framed Cyrus for a crime that he did not commit?
No. That's not entirely true. Let me jog your memory. The letter just said that he had uncovered Cyrus's secret. It didn't say what secret that was.
Did you tell him to use that wording?
Of course. Raka was a great accomplice, really. Very cooperative with a little bit of wine in him.
He's
Did
16!
exactly what he was told.
He's 16!
Not much of an original thinker, though. It doesn't surprise me that he struggles academically.
He's a 16-year-old student!
Leave for the desert as soon as he received the letter.
Like he's a 16-year-old
You'll have
student.
to ask him that one yourself. Certain things I can't answer for him. I'm neither judging nor defending him. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem, and it was his own choice to take the bait.
Have you ever been to the academia?
Nope. Not once.
Really?
I have no need to go there. Not when the taverns are full of the Urakas of this world. Besides, we're well aware of what goes on at that place.
Are you saying you have spies inside the city?
Spies? It's not as clandestine as that. The city gates are wide open. Anyone's free to walk in. You can find out all you need to know just by walking around town and hearing the word on the street.
All I wanted to ask.
Ah, here he is.
He looks familiar. He looks familiar. Wait, is she the lady from at the very beginning? When we first ran into Cyrus?
Grandfather, the person you wish to see is here.
Grandfather!
Well done, Sethos.
Grandfather!
Greetings, one and all. I am Ba Moon, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. I know why you are here, and I thank you for your patience. Bring him out.
Professor!
Cyrus, are you okay?
Why does he have... Oh my god! Why does he have his hands
Watch
behind
what
his...
you're doing!
Oh, my apologies. We have no intention of causing you distress. But you must understand, Cyrus is of great importance to us. We had to find a way to bring him back to us.
But that
Cyrus
does not
owes
mean
me his life.
harming him.
And to the Temple of Silence, he owes a debt of gratitude. I let him go a long time ago, but now the time has come to demand payment.
What do you mean payment?
wanted to end my feud with this old bag of bones before you caught up with me. But you got here so quickly. Just leave, Cyno.
No.
This is a matter between us two old men.
No.
You're all too young to get involved.
So that's why you didn't want to report the letter. You'd made up your mind to come here from the beginning. You only left in such a hurry to try and throw us off your trail.
Some things in life catch up with you. No matter what you do, you shouldn't have come. That alone brought the others.
We wouldn't have.
Cyno didn't make us do anything.
Yeah.
We came here for the same reason he did. To rescue you. We'd appreciate you telling us the truth. Otherwise, it seems a little unfair on everyone who had to stay behind.
My secrets are secret for good reason. Bringing them to light can only lead to misfortune.
You're afraid, aren't you? You can't bring yourself to speak of your past deeds to the students you nurtured as if they were your own children. You recognized our emblem because for many years you lived among us. Indeed, you all but became one of us.
Sorry guys, I needed to deal with something quick. Hi Parker, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the alert. Hope you're doing well, Parker. So, you lived among them? You all but became one of us. What does that mean?
You knew as soon as you saw the letter that we, not Uraka, were the ones speaking to you. It threatened you only because you know what you did. Your own guilt convicted you.
What if
For you, Cyrus, are a traitor. You once shared your learning with us, and joined us in our mission to revive the might of Hermanubis, to bring new hope, new opportunity. But then, you betrayed us. You bargained for your independence with your past contributions. And then you left, taking with you Hermanubis' might and the wielder of his power. We both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave. But that one day, the sands of time will catch up with you. And when that day comes, you must pay the price you owe.
It's been a very rough day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Parker. I hope it gets better for you. The voice acting is really good. Really good. What price? Oh.
You really know how to hold a grudge.
And he took the
Hermanubis' might? And the wielder of his power?
Cyno?
Does he mean you?
Cyno?
Professor, anything to say?
Cyno?
Moon is right. I came here once before. He rescued me from the brink of death once, many years ago in the desert. When he learned that I was a scholar, he invited me to come here and revive the might of Hermanubis together. It was a great, daring plan.
Reviving Hermanubis.
One shrouded in secrecy. The Temple of Silence had been bereft of Hermanubis for too long. The strength of its faith and its warriors were waning. Bamoon proposed that we implant bar fragments, shards of Hermanubis, into the bodies of suitable vessels.
Wait.
If the experiment was successful, the spirit of Hermanubis would then dwell within the vessel.
Are you saying that Cyno is a vessel? Because he has Hermanubis' power? It's going to take a lot of time too, but I appreciate it. Well, I do hope things get better for you, Parker.
Many believers volunteered themselves for the experiment.
Oh my god.
But we soon discovered that the bodies of grown adults
My
could
god.
not withstand Hermanubis's power.
Oh my god.
In the end, Bamoon offered his own adoptive grandson.
Oh.
One other child was identified as a suitable vessel, and his parents agreed to release him into our custody in exchange for a small fortune. These two children were our only hope for hosting Hermanubis's power.
I think Cyno is one of these children, and he's a vessel for Hermanubis's power. For Sethos, though, I'm not sure.
For many years, the Temple of Silence had been in possession of 2 Ba fragments from Hermanubis. As remnants of his raw power, they were exceedingly rare treasures. The test subjects were sent into a room that had been prepared for the ceremony, and instructed to approach the Ba fragments, whose power had been amplified. If, after some time, this power did not repel them, this would mean that they were suitable vessels. The original plan was for a 3-stage experiment: resonance, implantation, and recovery and observation. The resonance stage went quite smoothly for both candidates. As the 2nd stage began, I realized a decision had to be made. Should we implant the fragments one at a time? This would allow us to monitor the results after the first round and adjust our plan accordingly. Or alternatively, we could implant each fragment in a different vessel at the same time and compare their effects. But as I was deliberating, both Ba fragments suddenly became active. They glowed with a light we had never seen before. I knew that if they were not implanted right away, they would disintegrate and be gone from the world for good.
But these are children.
Our 2 vessels had both displayed great
But
promise
these are
by
children that
successfully
you're
resonating
using
with the fragments.
as vessels.
Under the circumstances, the thought of implanting both fragments into the same vessel seemed out of the question.
But these are children that you're talking about. Children that you're using as vessels.
To
These are
preserve our faith
children.
and our power, we implanted each of them with a single fragment.
Ultimately, I ended the experiment and left, taking one of the children with me.
I know.
In recognition of your past contributions, I chose not to send someone to hunt down and kill you both.
It was Cyno.
Your lives were spared, but I have paid a great price for your betrayal ever since. I have always wanted to see you, Cyno.
Yeah.
Losing you and your Ba fragment dealt us a devastating blow. We've been in decline ever since you left.
I see. So that's how I gained my power.
Look, in essence, I borrowed your Ba fragment for a decade or so. And now you are seeking justice. If you want to take my life, then so be it.
Oh my god.
I'm an old man now anyway. But you cannot lift a finger against Cyno. He is the General Mahamatra. Your actions would be seen as a declaration of war against the Academia.
I'm sure you don't remember anymore, dear Cyno, but you've met us all before. You were so young then, when we all gathered around and celebrated the revival of our Lord.
But you gotta remember, these are children.
You and he, Sethos, you were our final hope.
These are children. As vessels. They're children.
You'd like me to return my power?
Nope.
As a follower of Hermanubis, I have allowed this power to remain in the rainforest for far too long.
Nope.
Now, it is time to reclaim it.
Nope. Don't do it, Cyno.
Power is not yours to reclaim. Cyno was chosen by the gods. You cannot take what they have bestowed.
You are wrong. Cyno was chosen, but he was not the only one. My child, Sethos, has the same gift as he.
So those are your terms for freeing the professor?
Despise me all you want. My sins are my own. The Temple of Silence is an innocent party. It is because of my foolishness all those years ago that the Temple's glory has waned. And now I must take responsibility for the decision I made back then.
Shadow, get down. Get down. Very mischievous little kitty. Yeah. Yeah, I said it. You're being very mischievous. Ain't no way Cyno's going to give back his power. Ain't no way.
So what you're saying is, the power of one Ba fragment is not enough? You're asking me to return the one in my possession, so it can be implanted in him instead?
Divine power causes great suffering to those who wield it. How do you know that Sethos would be able to withstand it?
He is no longer a small child. But regardless, this burden is ours to bear. And your objections mean little given that you turned your back on us long ago.
Don't do it, Cyno. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Both my heart and mind are telling me that what you are proposing is a terrible idea. However...
Cyno, don't!
Don't listen to him,
Don't!
Cyno. That power is no more yours to give than it is his to take. You have to understand.
I know. But if this is a question of your freedom versus a fragment of power, then there is nothing to debate.
Oh!
Sorry to interrupt, but in my view, there are a number of contentions here that still need addressing. Say that Cyno refuses to return his power, and you also refuse to release Cyrus. Then, we are at an impasse. I find it hard to believe that you went to all this effort without planning for that possibility.
Shadow, please do not chew on Mama's phone. Come on. Come on. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Don't jump. Listen here, you. You wanna bite me?
You're trying to gauge where we stand while keeping your remaining cards close to your chest. Well, my stance is, put the rest of your cards on the table.
Ooh.
Then we can have a discussion.
Okay, Tainari.
Wait, those ears. So, we have a descendant of the Valukashuna in our midst. Splendid. Fate smiles upon us after all.
What's with that laugh?
Everything we have longed for, Hermanubis will provide. Perhaps this very day we'll...
What is happening? What is happening? I am scared. What is happening?
Why is he coughing so much? He looks like he's in really bad shape.
Beaumont's condition is critical. He must have been forcing himself to act strong. His eyesight must be failing him too, otherwise he would have noticed Tainari's ears right away.
Pamoon,
yeah.
Take our leader back to his room.
Sethos, you must...
Grandfather, I know what you wish to say. Leave this in my hands. I don't like to drag out conversations, so I'll just cut to the chase. Had Cyrus not stopped the experiment all those years ago, the plan would most likely have been a success. The wisdom of Hermanubis would have been ours. Still, it's no use talking about what-ifs. We cannot change the past. I'm not like my grandfather. The Temple of Silence has a grand legacy and a sacred duty to fulfill. So it's somewhat inevitable for the leader to have an inflated sense of self. But I see things a little differently. I don't believe the temple has the same stature that it once did. Time has worn away at its prestige and changed things almost beyond recognition. So I'm not going to force your hand. You're all free to leave. except for Cyrus. My grandfather gave him his chance once. And now I'm giving the rest of you yours.
So he's not letting him leave.
You have courage and wise judgment, kid. Reminds me a lot of Bamoon in his younger years.
But he knows we're not gonna leave.
Oh, I truly wish that the temple would take an objective look at the academia of today. You've been to the city yourself. I'm sure you've seen that much has changed for the better. And things will only continue to improve. Why not consider cooperating with the academia once more?
If you hadn't betrayed my grandfather, I might well be open to persuasion. But it's a bit too late for that now, Cyrus.
Tighnari made a good point earlier. He said there has to be more to your plan than this, and I agree. All you and Ba Moon are after is the Ba fragment. The professor will accept whatever fate you deem fit for him out of a sense of guilt. I am the one who has a choice to make. And that's how it was always going to be. Ultimately, you want to trade the Ba fragment for the professor, correct?
I'm glad to see you're giving it some serious consideration.
I won't forsake my professor. Nor do I intend to run from a problem that I must face sooner or later. Give me one night to make my decision.
Oh my god. Really? Shout out you? You are cleaning my butt.
That works. Then I'll be waiting to hear your verdict, Cyno. Oh, my grandfather still has a fair few things he wants to say to Cyrus, so I'll be escorting him back now.
I don't like this guy at all. His design is cool. I just don't like him.
Are you sure about negotiating with him?
I don't trust him at all.
I need to think this through. Everyone, let's meet again later tonight. Until then, take some time for yourself.
Please
All
don't run off.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself, Cyno. If you need any help working things out, just come and find us.
I really hope he's not gonna run off. I really hope he's not gonna run off. Okay, 20 to 24. So 20 to 24.
One client, two clients, three clients. Huh?
Shadow. No, Shadow. Come on.
Toodaloo. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy.
Hold on, guys. I need to go throw something away really quickly, so I will.
Toodaloo. One client, two clients, three clients. Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Huh? Toodaloo.
Okay, back. Hi, Sonder.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
What do you mean, run away? What?
I've taken some time to reflect on this. If I had to guess, Professor Cyrus came to the desert knowing that he would almost certainly never return. He's a stubborn man who tends to double down when he feels strongly about something. We won't get anywhere trying to convince him to escape.
But is he
I
just
agree.
gonna stay here?
My master Nephis says the same thing. Once Cyrus makes up his mind about something, he won't listen to reason.
There's gotta be a way.
So that's one thing. A few other things come to mind too.
There's gotta be some
You've heard
way.
all you need to hear about the Temple of Silence. So on that, I don't have anything to add. My own memories of this place are hazy, though. Probably something to do with the overpowering presence of the Ba fragments.
Probably.
That might explain why I suffered from constant headaches and fevers as a child. I do remember having some fleeting moments of profound emotion when vague images would appear in my mind. But I don't recall much, only bits and pieces. I was still young then, and all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. Thinking back on it now, I suppose it was Hermanubis' way of trying to encourage me, even if we couldn't communicate. The power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith. So if the will and might of Hermanubis is a real, intangible thing, and they are its rightful worshippers, then...
You're not gonna give in to their demands, are you? Surely there has to be another way.
Don't make any rush. Just must be another way.
No. I have no intention of returning it.
Okay.
I need this power to protect Sumeru. But the temple has the right to make the final decision over its fate, since it belongs to one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. So I will challenge them head on.
Oh!
And win the right to wield this power for myself. Fair and square.
Oh! Interesting.
This reminds me of something Alhaitham mentioned to me just before we left. He said that the Temple of Silence was originally founded by the ruling elite of the day. Traditionally, such organizations are bound by a strict and ancient code of nobility. Cove has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them have their own internal rules. They talk about the importance of never dishonoring their tribal bonds, or the rules laid down by their ancestors.
Okay.
I think we could turn that to our advantage. Go back to them with a proposal of our own.
Wow, and just like that, we've turned the tables on them.
Looks like we have the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can, in terms that they cannot refuse. That's how we win this.
Okay, sounds good.
Great. And I know just how to start the conversation. Let's go find Sethos. We'll tell him that I know a thing or two about medicine and would like to take a look at his grandfather's condition.
Alrighty, I'm still scared. I'm still scared. I really do not trust Sethos. I really don't trust him. But... I'm scared.
Sethos, let's talk.
Have you made up your mind?
We'll get to that, but first, I have some degree of medical training, so I was wondering if you might let me take a look at your grandfather?
I have no objections, although we do have our own doctors here. I doubt you'll be able to tell us anything we don't already know.
And then...
Only one way to find out.
Follow me.
I mean, he is a pretty...
Keep your voices down. We don't want to disturb him.
Let's talk outside. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his prognosis is quite grave. I'm sure that your physicians have come to the same conclusion. He appears to have sustained a serious injury in his youth, which has been exacerbated over the years by the heavy burden of work and now by the effects of old age. Regretfully, I must inform you that based on what I've seen with patients in a similar condition, he doesn't have long left. A few days at most.
Yeah. I've known for a long time.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of respect for the man. But you also see things differently. You have a broader range of concerns and a more pragmatic approach. So tell me how we can end this on your terms. Let's find a way to bring all this to a resolution while Bamoon is still alive to see it. That's what really matters to you. I know it.
Yeah, there's no time to waste here. You know that better than anyone.
You know, the two of you are actually in a very similar predicament right now. Both of you have a very different perspective from the men who raised you.
Right. And you didn't create this situation. They did, but somehow you've ended up having to make the tough decisions.
You're right. We both look at this problem very differently than the people we inherited it from.
Yeah.
I accept, Cyno. This all began because of Hermanubis. So let's end it with the rite he himself created. Legend has it that when Hermanubis first arrived in Tuletula, he sparred with the city's residents. He and his 2 companions proved their mettle by fighting over several days, winning the support of many fine people. That group of supporters were some of the first members of the Temple of Silence, and the sparring matches were enshrined as one of our founding rites. The right
duels.
of duels. It's where it all began.
Sounds very fitting. I'm in.
As a fellow vessel of Hermanubis, your ties to the Temple of Silence run deep. So I will permit you to participate in this rite.
Oh!
Along with your chosen companions.
Really?
3 against 3. Sounds good.
However, I have some additional terms. As the challengers, you must win all 3 of your fights to win. And Cyno, both of us must put our Ba fragment on the line. The winner takes them both.
Ooh.
Letting Cyrus leave with one of the Ba fragments was a mistake, made by my grandfather out of pity. It is a long-standing issue that must be addressed for the Temple of Silence to move forward. I can make no concessions on that front.
None needed. We're on the same page. If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus, and consider this past dispute resolved. If you win, I'll return my power to you.
It's a deal. Then let's meet at the ceremonial hall tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I really hope Cyno does not lose his power. I really hope he doesn't.
Well, after how that went, there's definitely no turning back now.
There never was. Turning back hasn't been an option for me since the moment the professor slipped away to return to the desert.
You have to win. You need this power, both as General Mahamatra and for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Besides, it stayed with you ever since you were a small child. Surely that's a sign it thinks of you as its rightful owner.
Both as General Mahamatra and for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you put it that way, I've had to overcome a lot to tame this power and claim it for myself. Not everyone could have done that.
Oh.
Exactly.
We'll help you see this through.
The Traveler and I will never lose.
Yup, we won't.
And neither shall I.
Let's do it.
The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that, for a variety of reasons, fell out with the civilization of the rainforest. It's just as Dia said. Prejudice has pushed people apart. But there must be personal factors at work here too. I can't shake the feeling that Bamoon cares for many more things than he lets on. And I don't think that Sethos is any kind of villain. He's just doing what he thinks is best. Tomorrow, everything will be resolved.
Oh boy, I'm getting kind of nervous. I will need to run an ad here though soon. But I'm looking.
Wanna come over for tea?
Okay.
Phew! With the wind.
I think before everything goes down, I'm going to run an ad really quick. So I'm going to run an ad here really quickly, guys. Just to get that out of the way.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Silly churl, Billy
Alright, in about 30 seconds the ad will be done. Oh, 11, 10, 9. Three, two, one. Alright, okay.
We gather on this day to perform once more the rite of duels, with the greatest of all sages, Lord Hermanubis, as our witness, for his power and authority is present in our midst. This is our most sacred of ceremonies, and no disruption from the audience shall be tolerated. It is incumbent upon all to observe the duel with the utmost respect and reverence throughout the proceedings. Representing the Temple of Silence, the Defenders.
Oh, wait. Oh, he's watching.
Grandfather, you're here.
A rite of duels after all these years. I am surprised by your decision, Sethos.
I know what I'm doing, Grandfather. Just leave it to me.
Oh, he has an electrovision.
Representing the Academia, the Challengers.
I do like this.
Ready.
This pose.
We will fight to have our voices heard.
I do like that
Warriors,
pose.
take your positions
I did like how
and
they were
decide on
positioned.
the order of battle. We come not to debate what brings our challengers here, nor what will become of the defeated duelists. Duelists, the might of Hermanubis himself is at stake here. Now, fight. Fight until the rightful victor is proclaimed.
Okay, so I wanted to say something first. So I noticed that Sethos has an electrovision. Very interesting. But me going first. Okay.
Huh? Are you sure?
I'm sure. We want to keep our morale up.
I agree.
All
She's
right.
very strong.
Okay.
Sending her out first will definitely intimidate the
All right.
opposing side.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay, then you're second.
Sure.
We have decided.
Okay, alright.
So have we. Let's begin.
Alright, let's do it.
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
Hey. Oh boy. Am I using my team or am I going traveler on this one?
First.
Alright, okay!
You there. You better play nice with her, or Paimon will make you regret it.
Little bit too much chatter from the audience over there.
Oh, so I'm using. Oh boy.
Scatter.
A swift end to the first bout.
Alright then.
I now invite the duelists of the second bout to please step forward. When you're both ready, you may begin.
Let's begin.
Hey, who's Tainari
Watch out.
battling? Oh, okay. Okay.
He drank plenty of water before the bout, so he should be fine.
Interesting. So, okay. Interesting that I played both.
Thus ends the second bout. We will now move to the third bout.
Okay.
Duelists, please step forward.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay.
So am I.
This is the final stage of the rite. I remind you both that the terms you agreed upon in advance are binding. When you're both ready, you may begin.
Ooh, okay. Ooh. Alright.
I am Sethos, vessel of Hermanubis, grandson of Bamoon, the leader of the Temple of Silence. For many years, we have kept our covenant with Lord Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Deshret. And even in our darkest hour, when we could not see a way forward, we chose not to abandon hope, but to embark on a brave new experiment so that we might prevail. We earnestly sought Lord Hermanubis' wisdom and power, longing to see his spirit and his light descend upon us.
God, Cyno is so talented.
I will fight to become the rightful wielder of that power.
I love Cyno.
I am Cyno, General Mahamatra of the Academia, student and successor of Cyrus, the Sage of Spantamad. I fight in defense of my power, my professor, and my nation. And you, I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel, and Hermanubis is watching. So bare your soul.
Ooh, Alejandro does so good!
Everyone.
Oh my god.
Old and young, fit and frail. They're all waiting to see how this duel will end. My grandfather is a wise leader. He is also known to be a ruler who is not afraid to get blood on his hands. I understand his beliefs well, and I know what he expects of me. But our faith has held us back for too long. After I grew up, I went to the rainforest once, and I saw for myself the people of the city. Times have changed. The people of Sumeru are happier and more free now than in the past. I thought about this as I stood at one of the tallest points in the city, gazing down at the streets below. Then I thought of you, Cyno. You and I both wield the same power, yet the lives we lead could not be more different. Each Ba fragment of Hermanubis stands for something different. Might, glory, or one of many other secrets that have yet to be revealed. I once thought that the nature of our fragments must be what makes us so different from one another. But maybe it's that you've found your answer, and I am still searching for mine.
I am more than just a warrior. I am my own person.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The name Hermanubis has left its mark on both of us. Shaped the course of our lives. We are his vessels. And yet we are more besides. So show me your answer, Cyno. Show me I can be more than my faith. More than the power I wield. Show me the person I can become!
Cyno is so good. God, I
Bring
love
it on!
I love Xeno's voice acting. Oh, okay, cutscene. Oh wait, that's true. Never mind. Electro. They're both Electro. Ooh. Oh, wow. Wait. Sethos is a different color. Cyno's is more purple and Sethos is white? Maybe? White? I'm not sure.
That's all you've got?
Oh my god.
What happened to searching for your answer?
Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay. All right then. Oh wow. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god! Woohoo!
Fight's over.
Oh.
You yield?
You won.
Oh wow.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
Oh wow. That cutscene was a lot.
I give his glory to you.
Oh wow.
I've seen that light.
Oh wow. Oh, that's a bright light.
Is the light of our Lord.
That's
the
a
great Hermanubis,
bright light.
priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on. Once a warrior of Tynar, he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar. After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests and led them to the city of Tule-Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence. And from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization. Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tule-Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians. But peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tule-Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our Lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tule Tula Tainarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tule Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far, far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more.
Cyno?
Thank you.
Oh no. Oh no.
How is it? Do you feel okay?
Oh no. Oh no. He's gone. He's gone.
Grandfather.
Oh! No! Don't make me cry! Don't you dare make me cry!
Hey, Sethos. You'll get through this.
I know. I'll miss him.
Don't you dare make me cry! Don't you dare! So sorry for
I
your
guess
loss.
you were prepared for this. It's been a long time coming, huh?
Don't you dare make me cry.
He's been on death's door for a very long time now. I think it was only through sheer willpower that he managed to hold on to this point. At least, he was able to see this chapter come to a close before he passed.
What's next for you?
Per my grandfather's last wishes, the Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanubis fragments. That entitles you to be our new leader, Cyno.
But that's never going to work, as I'm sure you realize. I'm the General Mahamatra. I am needed back at the Academia. I did foresee this possibility, and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, records, and environment here. As such, I am ill-suited to be your leader. Sethos, I believe the honor should go to you. Were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the Ba fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I'm sure Bamun never meant for anyone but you to be his successor.
You really think so?
I do.
Yeah.
Still, I didn't think Bamun looked very surprised by the final result. Perhaps he had an inkling that this would be the way things end.
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments are with me now, I guess I can call the shots. Sethos, I would like you to succeed Bamun as the new leader of the Temple of Silence. You are more suited to the role than I, and I have complete faith that you will be an excellent leader. Just think of it as doing me a favor.
But doesn't that render everything that we've been through up to now meaningless?
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends, which means that the Academia and the Temple of Silence will become partners once more. That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself, times have changed. You have to believe that things can change for the better here at the temple too.
I will try. To be honest, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamun's intentions from the very beginning was just to create enough pressure to force us towards a duel. That way, no matter who won, one of us would have to surrender our Ba fragment, and the power of Hermanubis would be concentrated in one single person. Had you won, the Temple of Silence would have doubled its strength. And were I to win, he correctly anticipated that I wouldn't suddenly drop everything to become the leader of the temple, much less integrate the temple into the academia by force. He knew that the temple's future would depend not just on the guidance of Hermanubis, but the support of the academia too. So he made it his responsibility to ensure his successor would be free from the burdens of the past. His plan meant that whoever ended up succeeding him, they would have an easier time interacting with the academia. With one single letter, he lured out the professor. No matter what happened after that, it would result in a net benefit to the temple.
And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trivial details. You're absolutely right. Grandfather and I considered this from every angle. We had to find a way to mend our relationship with the academia. In that sense, the right of duels was just a means to an end.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything, Cyno. As a gesture of our gratitude, to those that you and Lesser Lord Kusanali deem worthy, I will grant the honor of access to the Temple of Silence for their pursuit of knowledge. The Temple of Silence has a wealth of information on King Deshret's civilization, more than any other organization in existence today. In times when you need information that only we can provide, we will be here to support you. But you must be exceedingly careful with your selection of candidates, lest you lead humanity to repeat the same mistakes. By the way, Tainari, my grandfather was so happy to see you. You are a descendant of the Veluca Shuna, and we are the heirs to the will of Hermanubis. The story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tainarians and appointed him as his familiar. He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tainarian companions. They always stood by each other, from the founding of the Temple of Silence to the fall of Tuletula. The Tainarians who left Tuletula joined their human counterparts in the rainforest. A few centuries later, when some of the group returned to the desert, many of the Tainarians chose to stay and put down roots in the rainforest. In all likelihood, those were your ancestors.
Yeah.
How fascinating. My father once mentioned that I was named after the Tainarians, but I never knew that my forebears had such a history with the Temple of Silence.
I like this story.
I did too.
By the way, has anyone seen Cyrus?
Yes, Cyrus. You'll probably find him in my grandfather's room. He wouldn't show it in front of me, but I think he still has many fond memories of my grandfather.
If it's true that you and your grandfather really planned for everything to turn out this way, then I guess he didn't really resent Cyrus as much as he appeared to.
Yeah.
Who knows? Perhaps all of us. You, me, and Cyrus. We're all just pawns in my grandfather's plan to set things straight. He was awful like that.
Someone's got to make the decisions when history is at a crossroads. I will make a detailed report on all of this to Lesser Lord Kusanali, and arrange for an official delegation from the academia to come and meet you in the desert. I'm sure you'll have lots to attend to in the days ahead. But once things return to normal, please come and visit the rainforest again. You should stay for a few days this time, and start to build some relationships. If we're going to work together, both sides have to get to know one another better.
Yeah.
I will.
That's true.
All right. Well, bye for now, everyone. I'll be seeing you.
See you soon. Come hang out with us anytime.
Best of luck to you. Return to the academia.
Grandfather, we did it. We achieved what we set out to do. From this day on,
Temple of Silence has the chance to work with the academia once more. Real change. Real opportunities. They are now within our grasp.
Yeah. I want to see, hold on, I want to see... There's Cyrus.
The people of the desert are stubborn folk, fiercely loyal to their heritage. Even if it means suffering years of hardship and pain. Oh, you said this yourself. But why did you feel the need to go this far? You never were the fearsome leader you made yourself out to be, Bamoon. Being stubborn and unyielding is bound to send you to an early grave.
Is that going to be a permanent area? I'm not sure. I'm hoping it will be. I'm hoping it will be. It'd be really cool if it was a permanent location.
What were you thinking gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age? What if you take the bucket, You told not a soul what you were up to, designated nobody to handle your affairs, and left everyone scrambling frantically to try and figure out how on earth to clean up the colossal mess you'd made.
Oh, please, will you stop your yelling? What other choice did I have?
What do you mean, what other choice? Do you mean to tell me that after all your years of learning, and sagehood no less, the only idea you could conjure up in that white-haired walnut of yours was to shoot off into the unknown like some hot-headed 20-year-old adventurer? A one-man suicide mission, That's the best idea that one of the finest minds of a generation could come up with, is it? It astounds me that you survived the journey.
He's got a point.
That Bamoon didn't finish you off when you arrived.
I mean, he's got
all right.
He's got a point.
Honestly, the way you're going off on me, it's like you wish you'd been there to lend him a hand. Does it mean nothing to you that I'm your colleague and former classmate?
I've got nothing more to say. What's the point of berating an old bag of bones?
What do you mean, bag of bones? I'm a flesh and blood hero who, despite his old age, saved our General Mahamatra from being stripped of his powers. Okay, look. Fine, I admit it, I was in the wrong. How can I make it up to you? What about, a month's work at the Academia?
1 month? Try 3.
3 months? Minori's master is really laying into Cyrus. Let's give them a wide berth.
We're too young to get involved.
Professor brought this on himself.
True.
Don't pay any attention to him.
Wow, I haven't seen Master get this riled up in a long time. The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student.
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the situation's resolved. Want to come with me? We can go for dinner afterwards. My treat. You in?
Yeah.
Makes sense. I'm in.
Always happy.
Hyman's coming too. Let's go.
Always happy to help. All right, Cyno, where you at? Kale and Farazan.
Hey, Kale.
Ah, you're back! Well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what has been going on this past few days? I heard you all ran off into the desert and got embroiled in a major catastrophe.
All taken care of.
That does not answer my question. How could you be so careless? That goes for you as well.
What?
Yes, and you too. When you run into problems, you really ought to ask for help, you know? I've been around the block. Don't you think it would have made sense to involve me? And let's not forget, I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Now would not be a good time to attempt to argue with Farazan.
Nope.
You're right.
Don't argue with her.
Mm-hmm. It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear? Because if you don't,
Kale, please do something.
No! He's giving me the signal. Alright, guess it's time to play my ace in the hole.
The way he was just gesturing towards Farazan.
Say, Madam Farazan, I can see you're pretty upset, but, I was just wondering, remember that time you offered to give me a tour of the academia? Does that offer still stand? Huh? Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands. Come on. Madam Farazan will show you around the old classrooms.
Oh my god.
Poor Kale
Oh
getting
my God.
dragged off like that. Also, check out Farazan acting like some sort of official academia tour guide.
Kale, cup.
Huh? What? Oh, right! What do you mean, cup? You need a cup. I can get you a cup. Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
Oh, Kale.
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Tainari and I used it while we were in school, and it's become something of a family tradition now.
Aww.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. 2 people left. Let's bring them along too.
Cove and I'll hate them? Probably Cove and I'll hate them then?
You'd better start packing your things. Report for work first thing tomorrow morning. I'll be waiting for you.
What about my allowance? Oh, and is lunch covered?
What?
How about dinner?
Don't push your luck. Let's not forget who is compensating whom here.
Hey, man's gotta eat. Help me figure out something for lunch at least. I'm counting on you.
Cove, I'll hate them. We're back. Oh, there's Cove.
Am I hallucinating?
Oh, there's.
Or do I see Cave and Alhaitham engaged in diligent study?
I didn't see I'll hate them
We're
here.
just reorganizing all the books we used. Look, there's a whole mountain of them.
I didn't see I'll hate them.
There's no rush. Nobody reads these books anyway.
My sincere thanks to you both.
Yes, with your help, we resolved the issue rather swiftly and painlessly. And the outcome was better than we could have hoped for.
I see. The Temple of Silence resorted to rather unique means of self-preservation. It explains how they managed to remain hidden for so many years.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they managed to preserve a whole load of ancient documents as well. I'd love to go check those out if I ever had the chance.
That day will come. The Temple of Silence is a hugely important organization, and we'll be sure to maintain good relations with them in the future. Now, as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to treat everyone to coffee.
Coffee?
Sounds good.
I would like some coffee.
Yeah, sounds great. Although after the last few days, I don't know if I can handle another coffee.
I would like some coffee.
But I can just order something else.
Coffee sounds
Sure.
good.
Let's go.
Even though it's almost 10 o'clock, coffee sounds good. Will we see Nahida? I would like to see Nahida. It's been a while. I would like to see Nahida. They're still here.
And then, the Traveler just pounced on their opponent and knocked him right out cold!
Okay, Paimon.
Then there was Tainari. He put up an amazing fight, too! We ended up winning all 3 bouts! Whoa! Part of me wishes I'd been there to see it, but I'd have been biting my nails off worrying about you guys.
A truly edifying account of the events. Bereft of detail, but it has livened up the room all the same.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The Traveler just pounced and then waved their sword like this, then spun around and blocked.
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him. That's very dignified of you, Cyno.
Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true champion.
I got to be a champion too for once. I've not sparred much with desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience.
The venue was pretty impressive too. Very ceremonial affair.
Yeah! Huge place! It felt like something right out of an epic poem! Imagine this. It was like there was...
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon. Dessert's here.
Paimon.
I think that'll do me for today.
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home? We should probably finish putting all those books back.
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
Aw, see you.
I should get going as well.
No.
See you all later. Make sure you get some good rest tonight.
I don't want to say bye.
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work processes. So, I gotta dash too.
Aw, I don't want to say bye.
Kali's come a long way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people these days.
I know.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never stop learning.
I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, true.
I'm so proud of her. She's come a long way since she got cured of her Elazar.
That was good. It feels like everything's finally wrapped up now.
Paimon.
Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a job well done. And also, those desserts Cyno got, they were really good. Paimon definitely needs more of those in the future.
Then let's come back again sometime.
Do you 3 have anything planned for the rest of the day?
Nope. Nope.
If not, would you come somewhere with me?
Of course. Where we going?
That's a secret for now.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Alright, Cyno.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I can guess what you're talking about. It'll definitely be a nice surprise.
Well, now Paimon's curious. Come on, let's go.
We'll find out, Paimon. We'll find out. Okay. Going all the way back up. Oh, back to the academia. Wait a minute. No, we're not going to the academia. We're going... Oh! The sanctuary? Oh? Sanctuary?
Been a while since I last made my way up here.
Wow, look at this place! We're so high up!
Need any help?
It's so pretty. I'm actually a tree climbing champion.
As you wish.
Are we climbing the tree?
It's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view! We're so high up, we can see for miles!
It's so pretty. Yes? Yes?
Turn around.
What? Oh, it's so pretty! Oh my god! I love this view, it's so gorgeous.
This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my best friends. When I was a student, I used to slip away and climb up here all the time, just to clear my head. I was quite young then, and hadn't made too many friends yet.
Oh,
Back then, I
Cyno!
had a lot of the same questions that Sethos was asking. Who am I? Why do I have this power? And what should I be fighting for? Our gifts help us to find our rightful place in the world. That was my experience. And I'm sure Sethos will figure things out in his own time, too.
As long as Hermanubis' power endures, he will remain inextricably linked to the Temple of Silence.
You two really are like brothers.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
You're one tough cookie, Cyno!
Of course. I see no need to be humble when it comes to the facts.
I still remember one time when we came up here to chat and do our homework. Cyno accidentally dropped a fruit. Luckily, he has fast reflexes, so he caught it just in time.
That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip through my fingers again.
He's so determined about
Those
that.
were good times. I kind of miss the student life.
You know, Paimon really shouldn't be able to imagine Cyno doing something like that, but for some strange reason, the mental image is coming through clear as day.
Then make it stop. There's somebody there. It's Professor Cyrus.
Cyrus?
You guys carry on without me. I'll be right back.
Oh?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, there he goes!
Hey, you're not supposed to jump down! Be careful!
Oh my god, Cyno. Oh! Oh, he jumped all the way down. Alright. We play as Cyno.
Oh my days. I can't believe how stupid I look in this one.
Professor, what are you muttering to yourself about?
Cyno. Ha, just the man I'm looking for. Guess what I found in some old notebooks?
Some old photos?
Oh, wait!
Can you believe it? This notebook
Oh,
was
wait.
just sitting in a pile of odds and ends in
that
the sage's office.
Cyno?
I must have forgotten to take it with me, and no one's touched it since. It was still right there.
I think this is Cyno. Oh, that's so cute.
I was at the Academia earlier to discuss my workload with Nephis. I swung by the old office to have a look around and just happened to cross it.
Oh, young Cyno's so
How
cute.
time flies. Look how tiny you are in this
Aw.
picture. Still a kid.
He's so cute.
You look quite young yourself in that one. Ah, it's this one. I remember that. Lisa took it, didn't she?
Yep. Looks like her work, all right. Who else could have found just the right angle to make me look so unbelievably hideous?
And this one. Looks like we're both dozing off.
Oh, cheeky girl. Taking secret photos of us without our knowledge.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like what? Like, these are good photos, aren't they?
Cyrus?
Hey, at moments like this, I hardly know where to begin. I can't pretend I'm a good person. Bamoon had every reason to despise me. And well, so do you if you feel the same way.
Don't be ridiculous, you old codger.
Is that not what you wanted me to say? Oh, I've dreamt of that place many times after leaving the desert. Sometimes I've dreamed that I was doing research with them again. And other times, I dream of the day they saved my life. Oh, it was one of the happiest times of my life. We all learned so much from one another. You've matured so much over the years, Cyno.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the non-answers you just gave.
Aww.
So, I will do the right thing and keep my mouth shut.
Good thinking. Take your own advice next time. Seriously, why bully an old man like me?
Oh my
I
god.
thought heroes were supposed to be gracious. Hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier?
Lisa strikes again. Just how many did she take?
Look how cute you were when you were little. I remember how well-mannered you were back then, too.
You're so
Yeah,
cute.
and look how serious and professional you used to be.
Oh, I can't compete with you anymore. First you get better than me at the deadpan jokes, and now you're besting me at those little quips, too.
Aww.
Don't say that. I still have a lot of respect for you.
That's more like it. Hey, what would you say to meeting up with Lisa again sometime?
Oh?
I'd like that. Let's find a time and pay her a visit in Mondstadt.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
To my schedule. Let's go next week. Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Zaha Hadid.
Or you could find a real hobby, Professor.
Oh my goodness. Aww. I really like that. I really liked that.
Time has passed too quickly. The children have all grown up. But it turns out grown-up kids are no use. When Nephis comes after me, Cyno still can't do anything to protect me. Oh, that boy.
Great view today. This atmosphere calls for a joke out of left field, to catch the listener unawares.
Aww. Aww. This gorgeous view. It's so gorgeous. I love the environment in Genshin. It's literally one of the gorgeous things I've ever seen. Anyway, that'll be enough from me. That'll be enough for me. It's gonna be pretty late and I have... Oh. I'll do that later. Fix this really quick. Back. There we go. There you go. There you go. Alrighty guys, that'll be all for this stream. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'm so sorry for not letting you guys know in advance that I changed my name back to how originally it was, but then I had issues and I had to change it. And so, you know, and everything is all screwed up in OBS. But that's okay, I can fix it. It's no problemo. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. I believe, hopefully, if things go right, I'll see you guys on Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. If everything goes right. So, hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night or morning, depending on your time zone. And I'll see you guys Thursday. Bye, everyone. Bye.